Seek.
Hello, we're live. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle, episode 48. I know I advertised 50, but somehow or another, my math's fucked up. I don't know. I don't know how I looked back and started doing the counting today and was like, man, something's not right here. And I think I've got a couple episodes pulled down because a couple of them are missing. I got to check my book to make sure that either my math was off or they've been pulled down, but there's a couple missing. Welcome everybody. Tonight we had a guest, and I don't know what happened to the Blazing Botanist, but he was a no-show tonight. So even better, we've got Smiley Gardens, and I think Cannon Trooper's going to be popping in. So Mr. Smiley, why don't you say hello to everybody, and of course where they can find you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Smileys_garden on Instagram. Part of the Frugal Force on Saturday nights, and here fucking talking shit with Ego tonight. So what's going on, E? And light it up again. Bill Sid, see you guys out there. What's going on?
Glad. I'm kind of stoked about a little bit of a relaxed episode tonight. uh, Not that the rest of them are any difficult nights or anything, but last night I had a nice break as well. What's up, Southwest Okie, Tara Wilson? After Tommy Tricombs uh, left yesterday, I kind of threw it out there and didn't have a huge response. So I kind of was like, fuck it. I'm just going to smoke this joint. I had what was left from smoking with Tommy there. And I thought, what the fuck? That went on for fucking another 2.5 hours.
Just you? That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I tried to give it up several times, and like every time one went out, I played some music, and it was kind of nice because it had been a while since like the first episode, since I had a good banner with the chat. You know what I mean? Chat was rolling, and I could give them full attention and talk to them. So I played some music and talked to chat and smoked some joints, and every time I was like, "All right, if you guys are done with my corny ass." I totally understand. I got some stuff to do, but if you guys want, I'll hang out and smoke another joint. And every time they were like, roll that shit up. I'm like, all right, I'll hang out.
Oh man, it is. It's cool. It's been an interesting phenomena. I don't know that I call it a phenomena. I mean, these online sessions have been happening, but it just seems like for me, it's kind of a cool way to still connect with people and smoke, and like, you know what I mean, that interaction of the community is still there when you can't have it like in person. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's fun. I like it.
I do too. I do too. Need to get in at some more of these good folks. You know what? We should, one of these nights, we should sneak old Tara Wilson in here. Tara Wilson. She hasn't been on yet. She's a huge supporter.
I was thinking that, man. Sarah would be a good one.
Tara, this is your formal invitation. If you're interested in that, hit me up on Instagram. You too, Southwest Okie. Light up again, Tim. E. Bill Sid. I'd like to talk to all y'all. Makes the show better. It really does.
Yeah.
You, have you noticed that? Does it work that way for you too? After you've seen these guys and gals on here, doesn't it make it that much more friendly when you're seeing them in chat?
Oh, most definitely. Oh yeah. Yeah, Canna Queen kind of said that she was on her live on Instagram, and I popped in there, and she said that she's like, I feel like I know you now because you're on Eagles show all the time. Like, yeah, I kind of feel that way too about, you know what I mean, just different panel members or whatever. Like for me, I really enjoy watching Vader. I love his videos. I enjoy everything he says on Roundtable. You know what I mean? He's just a cool ass dude, and I feel like I know him, even though I don't really know him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good time, boy. That's on, at least on her end. That squirrel thing really stuck.
It's perfect, though, dude. I say that all the time too. I love that movie, man. Up, the movie Up or whatever is that's from. It's so funny. But yeah, to that with Vader, I'm gonna smoke a Vader's vintage here. Just pulled that one down. So it's one of my last ocean grown ones I've popped.
I like some ocean grown. I guess last mine's still Pine Valleys because I guess GMX OG's still ocean grown, right?
I don't know. And I was into their line a lot. I got a bunch of their stuff, and then I just I don't know. I got mesmerized away from it. I guess I don't know. It's just one of them things where
So
your
much other
palate kind of
stuff
shifts.
came so fast, don't you think? I
Some
mean,
what?
we had like a few good icons there for a while. You know, it was like ocean grown, TGA, and certain breeders, and then all of a sudden, man, it was just like, you know, shit strains came from everywhere. In my book,
Yeah,
and 70 fucking Wednesday. I'm so looking forward to 70.
dude, that's gonna be awesome. That would be really awesome. No, I was trying to focus on a lot of Michigan growers early on, and I've been kind of broadening out now and trying to focus more like you guys are doing that pine hunt. You know what I mean? Where I'm just wanting something in a certain category. So like that's kind of the way I look at popping seeds or pheno hunting. Like the berries, I had that rascal berries. I ran her sister white cranberries. I had another one. Excuse me. I had another one that was in that berry category too. But then you kind of have multiple angles at it, so to speak. You know what I mean? Instead of just picking phenos from one seed, you got a couple different tries at a really killer one in that category, the fuel or earth.
Is that your favorite profile right there? Is the berry?
No, I wouldn't say so. It's one I really enjoy. I really enjoy the pleasant smelling ones. Like, you know what I mean? If you pop the jar and you're like, man, this could be a air freshener cologne for you know what I mean? Like a scent for an air freshener for your car or something. Be, I enjoy those. I enjoy unique flavors, really. I'm like Cannon Trooper, the connoisseur. Connoisseur grade. I'm a fan. Either way.
What up?
What up, man?
What up?
How
How
you
do you
guys doing? Anything?
good? We're just talking about different categories of weed. How you would how do you select a menu for what you're gonna put out there, Cannon?
So for me, it's more of a personal preference. I like to look at like what the demand is, what people like, as far as like there a lot of people you generally like Kush flavors and like loud OGs and Kushes and stuff. So those are always good ones to play off of. But then people like the fruity sativas as well. Well, kind of place to look is a happy medium there, and see if you can find some Kush crosses with some good sativas and stuff like that. So that's where I find it, kind of like in the hybrids, I feel.
Yeah, I really like what Kevin Jodry's kind of labeled them as like that fuel, fruit, earth, and shit. I can't even remember the other one. He had four categories. I'm drawing a blank on it. Fuel, fruit, earth, and anyway, but it's just trying to break them apart in a category like that. I think it's helpful. If you already got one that's a real hardcore gas fuel, maybe you don't want to search and go buy seeds that are all going to be an OG. You know what I mean? Or an OG cross. Maybe you want something different.
Shout out Michigan native. What's up? Double tap. Ken EO's genetics. Oh shit! I got it the first time that time. How you guys doing tonight? Smoking Grove, Frazier.
Oh, floral. That was the other one. It's fuel, fruit, floral, and earth are the four that they kind of broke it into. And that was something they did for the Golden Tarp Awards. That's what it was. So they had the Golden Tarp Awards, which was a light deprivation competition. And the growers could choose to enter in a different category, because what he found was that like a lot of the cups were having all these OG hardcore fuels get entered in for competition. And what they ended up kind of looking at was that, you know, typically your highest THC containing cannabis is going to be in that fuel or floral category, and your fruits are going to be typically your lower THC. So as far as a good competition, breaking it apart that way, they were able to bring in high quality like fruit flavors that maybe didn't have that real racy THC to them, and not have them have to compete against a 30% THC hardcore fuel. And it kind of gave a little highlight to the differences in the different categories, which I thought was kind of cool.
It is pretty cool.
But I've been using that for how I select them too.
Yeah. So you kind of brought it up, but you never really said which direction you were going to run in there, though.
I'm running in all of them. That's the thing. Like right now, I'm kind of searching a wedding cake. So I got a platinum cake from in-house. I have a wedding cake crossed to Runts, which was a bag seed. And then I have honeymoon, which is wedding cake crossed to high school sweetheart. And then after that, I got I'm kind of searching that Mac Stomper line. So I got Mac Stomper, Mac Mimosa, and then High Mac, which is High School Sweetheart by Mac Stomper. So I can kind of, you know what I mean, feel it up a little bit that way. So I want one in every category and in purple.
Probably not a bad idea, realistically. That way you don't like you might. If I go too deep into the pine, then I'm just gonna have, I won't have other strains to fall back on. You know what I mean? Everything will be pine, and I won't be able to escape the profile there. Change up at all.
Yeah, and at the end of that, like at the end of that, Eagle, you're not going to want 4 different cultivars that are all pine, heavy pine flavor. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want one, and you'll probably pick one out of those 4 or whatever, and be like, "This is my favorite," and that might be the one you run with. That's just kind of how I look at it. Like,
yeah, I've stacked too much of one flavor in my garden before, and it did not help. People were like, "Fine, all right, I'll go ahead and get this," but definitely being able to have multiple flavors on your menu to go ahead and change it up for the regular customers, so they have like a different palate cleanse each time.
Yeah, you got to, and that's one of the things that really sucks about the crackdown on the testing. Not that everybody shouldn't be getting their stuff tested. It's just the amounts that they'll take in to make it worth it. You know what I mean? If you're running multiple strains and you're really trying to kick them out there, it's really fucking tough if you're trying to get them into the system to have enough worth it and want to pay for multi-test or any strain testing. Excuse me, which can be quite costly, especially on a perpetual harvest like mine. All right.
Yeah. No, sorry, man. I was shooting out some shout outs in chat, trying not to miss everybody. I'm bad at that. I know. Sorry, chat, if I missed it. It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, I don't even get into the chat too often. I'm sitting here mixing a 100-gallon reservoir right now.
Oh yeah, nice.
Shit, I've only went through 45 gallons today in this last watering.
Do you mix it all?
Is it?
Eagle, you mix it all in one res and then?
No, in 3. Well, it's 15 gallons at a time. what I'm mixing in one of them blue like party totes. I fucking it's right here actually. Hold on.
But that's probably perfect because then you can mix the 3 different stages of life that you need, right? Oh shit. Canna Trooper with this plumbing expertise looking there. That's cool.
Again with everything on the wheels here, man. Everything, I put everything on the wheels. So yeah, I go through 3 of these and on average a day. And I just, mix them up one by one and do what I gotta do. Like you said, different stages, mix them all. Works out a little better.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, if I can a trooper there and Sergeant Pepper ever get their way to get me to tech out and shit, I honestly won't know what the fuck to do with myself.
He was just showing you. He was showing off his plumbing, trying to entice you, man.
Yeah, I was trying to show off. Like I was mixing the nutrients. We got a second floor flex valve. Sergeant Pepper did for his thing, and I cut the pipe and we installed it. Put some threaded ends on here. Hold on, I'll show you. Right there. Right. So there's this was the new one. This one is in here already, but then we just cut the pipe over here and over here, put the threaded caps into that with some tape on it, and then we just like glued it in and put it on.
What's that gonna do for you?
So essentially what that'll do is I'll show you. I gotta get back up here. All right, so this is the main feed line right here. This one is closed at the moment right now because these aren't hooked up. So when we run the pump, what it does is it stops here, comes back, it's open, and it recirculates into the reservoir, and that will help mix the pump. So when we want to close this, we'll close this valve, open this one, and then that will go ahead and feed the line into the flower room. But then when it's done, we'll open up the bottom one, and we'll keep this one open so then it bleeds back the pressure. Otherwise, if you don't do that, what we found is on the first manifold system inside the room is that the bleed valve at the end, they'll just piss out the whole freaking reservoir if you let it. If you don't bleed back the line, because there's just pressure fed back into the line, there's air bubbles and it's just blocking it. So the pump just feeds straight to that first manifold and dumps it.
But that was a fun lesson to learn the first time.
Oh yeah, no, you can hear it, but there are definitely like been little tweaks here and there, and just like equaling out the pressure between all the different manifold and bubbler heads and stuff, just so they all feed equally.
Got it.
You have to run. All right, someone's over here and they start the pump. The other person's at the end of the line, and we've got like milliliter cups, and we'll be measuring out each time and have a stopwatch to see how long it takes to get to a certain amount of feeding. So that way we have some portion control within the system as well.
That's so cool, man. You guys, I feel like you guys overthought it though, but it's fucking cool. It's awesome.
Feel like we overthought it? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but
it's cool though. It works. Like it looks beautiful in there.
It's simple, but it's simply overthought at the same time.
Yeah, there you go, Eagle. When you get rid of the tents and you utilize your higher ceiling, that'd probably be the time to plumb your ass some automation right in there.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. And at least it definitely opens the door up for it in any way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard in and out of a tent unless you did like a blood drain tables or something like that. But...
Well, you can do a drain to waste in there if you want to do a top feed drip system, like how Sergeant Pepper has on his trays. So what I've seen people do is they either drill into the side of their tent, which I'm not about, but you have those vent ducting areas, and you can just run piping through them and have the reses outside, and you can have condensate pumps inside underneath the tray. That'll collect it. Like the condensate pump, use them on your HVAC system, and any sort of condensation that comes off the HVAC pumps it down there and it'll pump it out. It's just a little sump pump is all it is, self-contained unit. But you put that underneath your tray, and any of your waste that comes out of, say, a 4x4, I think that condensate pump will be able to handle that and plumb it out of there for you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I almost got shot in the face with one of those. I was moving it, and it had water in it. I didn't realize. So the hose was off from it, and it was still plugged in. I was just going to move it and sweep a minute. And, yeah, it just splashed the water in it, triggered the thing to pump. Luckily, I heard the motor wind up, and I knew, so I kind of moved out of the way. But, yeah, it would have totally shot me right in the eye.
The condensate pump wasn't about to do that to you?
Yeah, because you know what I'm talking about? It was like half full. So when I moved it, it splashed and triggered the pump.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's funny as shit.
I heard it and I was like, whoo. Like, I'm not going to hold a grudge, man, but you tried to poke my eye out.
So when we were on the call with you earlier in the chat, in our IG chat room earlier today, we were just sitting there smoking high. Totally forgot that the pump was plugged in, and we had this here. I have to turn it around. We had this whole thing off the wall because we were putting that new solenoid in. So this thing was completely unscrewed and it was just facing at it, and the timer went off because it automatically mixes this every hour. And so it just shot straight at the wall. We were on chat with Smiley and Billy Davis, and all of a sudden we were just like heard it click off. We're like, what the fuck? And it just shot water straight against the wall for like 5 seconds. Sergeant Pepper was like, I know what to do. He just like fucking ran over and unplugged the thing.
That's some funny shit too, man. Isn't that the way it always goes too?
Oh yeah, no, it definitely does. But we caught it really quickly. It was more humorous and kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why did we do that?
Man, I can't find my lighter. Oh, good, there's one. Thank God. Oh, that's almost lighterless there. Modern Genetics, A Nova. Cheers, welcome. Boom Farm snuck in on us. Boom. There's some numbers in your chat, dude. Fucking enjoy Boom. He was fucking hard hitting with them edibles the other night.
Yeah, dude, he was cash. That's basically what happens to me if I eat an edible. I'm pretty much like like about to drool, watch the movie, and I don't know. It's good when you want to relax, but if you're trying to be in front of people and talk, it doesn't do me well.
I did that shit one time when I had top of my left foot. I'm pretty sure it was done. I went heavy with the fucking RSO. And fucking, I'm all like mid-session there, and Lexi looks over at me. She's like, you can barely understand what you're saying. Your eyes are barely even open. I'm like, yeah? Good though. Pain-free.
That's funny. So how long does it take you to mix fertilizer then, Eagle, and get through water?
Not long. Just a couple minutes to mix that up. It probably takes me, probably 2 minutes to, chuck the nutrients in there, whip them up for another 2, and then hand water. Each pocket.
You just toss a few scoops of this and a scoop of that and a half scoop of that and start mixing.
Each one gets 4 of these, yeah. Yeah, I have actually already done with my weighing. It's I've got the scoops figured out what the weight should be. So I'm not even weighing anymore. I'm like 2 scoops, 1/2, boom, done.
I was thinking that it gets routine, right?
Yeah. You know, if that's the way that's the way I've kind of always done it. I've always suggested other people do it too. Is when you get that shit fresh like that, because environment can fuck up your measurements a little bit. You know what I mean? If it sucks in a little bit moisture, and it can be a little bit heavy and throw your measurements off a little bit. So what I like to do is when I get it fresh like that, and I know it's where it should be, I make notes like that. You know, I weigh it up and kind of mark whatever I'm using. This is A, this is B. That way, in case if somehow shit does get a little bit of moisture in there, I know more where it should be, minus, the extra water weight and content in there. So that's the other reason I do it.
I like it. I've seen guys too where they poke holes in the bottom of like a Sola cup or like a McDonald's cup, and then instead of just pouring that straight, you can almost make that like a strainer to get that aeration of the water sprinkling on it. I don't know if that's an issue, but I know when I always pour it straight on the pot, it kind of like makes a divot almost where that hard water was hitting. But if you kind of break it up in that through the, I don't know what do they call the end of those in the water cans?
The aerator?
Yeah, where it like makes it rain down instead of just pour out.
Yeah, that's aerator.
Yeah.
That's what it's technically called.
Might be an easy thing if you ever wanted.
Yeah, I've kind of thought about that because, well, sometimes instead of the cup, I use that fuel transfer pump to reach some of the ones in the back. And I have tried it like that, but it's just, what I find with them ones, I got one around here somewhere, is they're messy. You got to tap them off, in between pots. Otherwise, you get a couple drips, in between. That's why I quit using the wands, because they were just a little bit too messy.
Yeah, they never shut off right away. Ken is like, that's why you automate it. That's why you put drippers at every pot. They never leak that way.
Hey, I gotta make a living somehow, man.
That's good, man. That's good. I dig it though, dude. It's all cool. I don't know. They all work. That's what's funny about it. You know what I mean? Like someone, if anything, it highlights shit, dude. It all works. It's just your dedication to making that style work. That's it.
Well, yeah, no, I appreciate it. Definitely. We the way we describe it is like kind of like a computer. I'll go ahead and build you the tower and put all the boards in it, and like Pepper will go ahead and get all like the software and get it all working and everything to your tweak to your perfection.
There you go. You guys build lights for people too? Is that something you do? Or
Sergeant Pepper's done that. I don't necessarily do that. I'll help him out with it, but I'll tell you this: he doesn't like building lights.
Thought he would, but he didn't so much.
It's not that he doesn't like building them. It's just that they can be a pain in the butt trying to get all the parts and pieces up when you got a bunch of other things going on. That's all it was. There's just time crunches and other personal factors all included and involved with all of it. So I mean, everybody's got everything going on in their life, and you got to understand that if you got time to save a buck and it's worth it to you, you might as well go buy a turnkey system. Is kind of like where he's at with it. I feel with a lot of the building of them, but don't put it past him to not put. He will not pass up an opportunity to make some money if someone were to try make him a nice offer to build them for him to build them a light.
Well, there's a big different motivation, I think, when it's like saving money versus like making money. You know what I mean? It just seems like a different motivation for it all. I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right too, and like making money in some other ways other than just like growing and stuff. I mean, that's always definitely a plus, especially when you need to keep paying for gear.
Shout out to the American one who joined us tonight. I can't believe as many nights I've been doing this. I keep forgetting to fucking put on that live chat. Who else did I want to hit up real quick? Vault 420, thanks for popping in. And Matter Genetics, thanks for popping in, you guys. I don't mean to keep awkwardly just popping in like that, but they come in waves. I'm like, man, it's just fucking easier to just shout them out right quick.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It's hard typing it all in one. I did find out they cut you off too. You can only do so many. So it seemed like it was 10. I don't know.
Is it 10?
I don't know, something like that. 200 characters, maybe it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, I had found that out before in a past show.
Drop Shot 1 popping in.
I was say American one should pop on, man.
I sent him the numbers. All
right.
I did. I seen him.
In the house.
I hit boom too. If you neither one of them have noticed, they both got invites. What the fuck? Let's party.
No excuse,
Let's party
man.
up in this bitch.
No excuse, man.
Right?
I suppose it is probably work day, huh?
It is, I'm sure. But it sounded like, if I heard Boom right, sounds like he's a third shifter and he's just like leaving at like 2 or 3. He could have coffee and a dude with us right now, right before he goes to work. We wouldn't say nothing.
We can be part of his pre-work sesh.
I wouldn't say nothing if you smoke before work, bro.
On a live show. That's funny.
Right? I gotta forget about that part of it. Shit. Hope your boss ain't doing that.
It's like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off fucking scenario there. Where he's at the ball game and shit.
Right?
In the newspaper.
That's fucking funny shit.
So what are you guys smoking? Other than cigarettes?
Camel Light.
Yeah.
I just had Vader's Vintage though. It's
oh, nice.
yeah, man. It's it didn't do well out in the market. I don't know why, but it is actually one of my favorites to smoke. It's got a really kick-ass flavor. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not a fuel. It's a definite earth, like earth from that Merlot. I think it's a Merlot OG it was crossed with, but it's pretty good. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not a little racy couch lock stony either. It's like more of a mellow high.
Nice. Yeah, I'd always kind of wondered about it. I seen it on the Lumberjack site, and I was just like, I haven't really heard too much about it.
Yeah, the Merlot is what caught my eye. That Merlot would be. Because I always look at the crosses. Like I wanna get an idea of what I might be getting out of that genetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's something like, for example, that Tuscadero. I was exactly looking for black cherry cheesecake out of that.
Nice. Yeah, one flavor I really want to kind of explore is from Moser Genetics. It's who Miss Jill's been partnered with. He has one called Black Currant, and I really want to try that one. And it's got really dark colored trichromes on it and everything. I really want to see like the flavors it puts off, and I just want to put those trichromes under a microscope and just see how the development works with it, and like what cloudy looks like to that with those types of like colors inside the trichromes themselves.
So is that like the stuff that would make like a purple hash then? Is that what you're talking about, or a colored hash?
Maybe. We will see.
All right.
Go to Moser Seeds and just check it out. I look at his menu. His Brian Berry or something, I believe, is like his prize one that he likes to cross everything with. But the black currant is definitely crossed with that, I believe, and it seems to be pretty good.
Yeah. No, I would imagine that's got to be a somewhat of an idea. Maybe it's more not for a beginner so much, because still kind of figuring out what to expect. But like for a more advanced gardener, I would imagine you're trying to, you know, if you're crossing an F1, you're kind of looking for a certain pheno at some point. You know what I mean? Like you want to lean her this way or that way. I don't know.
It's on a list. It's on a list of pheno projects to see like what happens with that one. See like which if there's a good keeper pheno or like out of that genetic or whatnot. I mean, I haven't personally ran it, but I mean, for all I know, I mean, it could be good, it could be not. I mean, like you said, the Vader's vintage wasn't doing that good, but you like it, you know. But that's just all dependent on who has what cut. So I usually like to do like a 30 seed seed hunt just to find like the better one. And we actually just took some cuts and send them off to Farmer Freeman on this one pheno hunt that we're doing right now. So we'll see what's going on with that. I'll let him go ahead.
What's up, American One?
Not too much. My debt level's a little high, but I'm working on it. What's up with you?
Too much, man. Just fucking hanging out.
What's going down?
Talking shit on the Eagles show, man.
There you go. My checking account balance keeps going down. I got issues.
Amen to that. Never enough, right?
Never. What's up, Eagle? How you doing, boss?
He's on mute. He likes
Yeah, everybody's on mute except me and you.
Oh, great. Glad you could pop in and always honored, brother.
Well, no worries.
Always an honor.
It's always good listening in. At least, like, I'm always doing something, but I'm always listening in.
Seems like everybody's got a towel story. It seems like the more people I interview, the more it's like, yeah, I know that motherfucker through his shit.
Good.
Everybody knows the American One. I enjoy having you on, brother.
Thanks for having me, man. Definitely.
Hell yeah, man. You guys were tearing it up on the show this Sunday.
Yeah, great show.
Brian and Kieran Warfare.
You know, rip Josie Wales, but I never grew out the Gorilla Glue ever yet, so like I didn't have much to say at the beginning. They were talking about Josie, you know. I know that shit's legit. I smoked it a couple times, but yeah, I had no personal experience. I never met him or anything, but I know some people who did. He was a good guy.
Yeah, for sure.
I walked away from a fucking original cut. Could have been even him that tried to hand it to me. Ain't that a bitch? First year that shit really got going, they were at the fucking Michigan Cup, High Times Cup, and they had a bunch of clones, a tent set up right there by right when you walk in, and had them all day long. Towards the middle of the day, I walked by there, and one of them cats tried to palm one right into my gut. Man, here, man, you want this shit? It's fucking good medicine. And by that time, they were like a little bit droopy because it was a fucking super hot day, and I kind of thought about, you know, taking in clones from a cup and shit, and I was like, no thanks. And then the next thing I know, man, that's all you could fucking hear of and shit. And I was like, man, damn.
I remember that. That was the
early
24. That was the 2014 Cup.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an awesome cup, man.
It really
I'm still
was.
kicking myself for that shit.
Dude, they were a couple booths down from us, and like I remember the ones that you're talking about. They're all droopy and everything. They're Gorilla Glue. I remember hearing about Gorilla Glue and all that stuff, and I was just like, "Is that what everyone's talking about?" That thing that looks kind of sad, to be honest. They're droopy, like you said.
Looks can be deceiving.
By the time I got over there, man, it was hot as fuck, and their leaves were like almost like straight down. They needed water like immediately. But yeah,
I would have brought
took
him
the
water
gamble on it
immediately.
Right? I feel bad for him.
Yeah, those poor babies. Let me go get you some water. I'll be right back.
I love it, American One. Gotta care for the girls, man, even if they're not yours. Shit.
That's right. You never know when they're going to help you out. And they always come through for me.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty interesting show, though, the curing and drying and whole debate at the end there, too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good to get other people's perspective on everything, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so true. Every situation is conditional because, like, no one's in the same exact situation as somebody else. It's always something different, you know?
Yeah, that's what kind of makes it funny about arguing about it. It's like, well, that's what works for them. And that's, you know what I mean? It's cool to know and think about that technique. Possibly something part of it will work better for your setup, too, you know? I've always kind of evolved that. I don't know. It's like, I don't know that I'll ever be at a real set in stone thing. To me, it seems like I always tweak it a little bit here and there. Like drying wise, I mean, shit in the winter, it's different than it is in the summer or spring, or if it's real rainy that week or some shit. It's fucking hard to dry when it's raining.
Beans need to be transplanted already.
All them
There
ones
you go.
cracked?
Yeah. Well, the one I'm not supposed to talk about is now up to 90%. And them bitches are fucking 3 inches tall already. And the other one's still hanging in right there close to 60. They're looking pretty good.
You gotta
So-
name it like I don't know, or no name or something like that.
Top secret. Top secret.
TS1 and TS2.
What's up, nutrient shout outs, Mountain Skies, Luxy. Love you, Lex.
Double secret probation.
Right on.
So what's on your mind today, American One? Other than your bank account, man.
I got some hair. I got a haircut today, so that was
Good
a
shit.
special event, man. My the dude that I always go to, he hits me up on IG, like, what's going down? I'm like, not too much. I'm like, no, he said, like, what's up? He goes, yo, what's up? I'm like, my hair's all up. I look like a homeless Albert Einstein. He's like, good, man, because I was going to ask you if you had anything laying around. I'm like, yeah. So he's like, well, he's like, I'm doing cuts in my garage. So I went over, I got chopped up, and we made a little trade. It didn't cost me anything, and I got a little extra money in my pocket on the way home, so it all worked out well. But
See, you
other
said your
than
bank
that,
account was going the opposite way, man.
well,
Right.
it's already spent. You know how that works, right? Maybe you have better. Maybe you don't know how that works.
No, definitely know how that works. I got daughters. If I didn't have a way to spend it, they already figured something out. So
Yeah, just keep making it. That's all. That's what you need to know.
yeah, man, it's just paper. More every day. No, that's good. I need to get a haircut too. I hope they open this shit up.
Shredder 911, how you doing? I need a tattoo. I need a motherfucking tattoo. God damn it. Dying over here.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Your guy was complaining. He's like, I get a $5,000 fine and get my license revoked. Right?
Yep. I've been over there a couple of times and shit. He keeps telling me the same thing. You know what's funny is he was kind of close to being in the right there, but god damn it, he's a friend. He could come over here. That's the way I see it. But that day around here, they busted fucking hair salons. Hair salons. Fucking hair salons for being open. You believe that shit? I'll come in all Kojak style and shit. Drop the scissors, bitch.
That's funny.
Kick down the door. Put that hair coloring down right now.
Man, I actually fucking I went in and bought fucking 3 packs of these fucking Element Kings. I forget my camera's way over here. Fucking at Wild Bill's. I fucking go up there and you have to ring the doorbell. And I've seen fucking drug deals that went smoother than these transactions and shit. They all met me at the door. They were like, had a little list. What can I get you? And I'm like, I can't come in? No. I just want 3 packs of papers. And she all looked at me like, that's it? Yeah, that's all I fucking, all right. Come back to the door. The lady behind me is like, reminds me a lot of an old school drug dealer. I'm like, yeah. I mean, he actually like, looking around, fucking in this fucking line and shit. It's fucking really weird just for fucking papers.
That's classic, dude. Yeah, I called them up. They're like, yeah,
It is
have to do the
classic because
curbside.
it's easier to go buy the fucking weed itself than it was to buy the shady papers.
That's funny as fuck.
That is so funny, dude. What's up, Jack Greenstock?
Oh, how you doing tonight, Jack?
Kicking it on a Monday.
Right on.
So you try something new
So
all the
anybody,
time? Sorry.
go ahead.
You
No,
both better be sorry.
I'm just trying to start a conversation. I don't know, man.
No, you see Jack Greenstock's remark? He kicks the door and says, pick up them scissors, get back to trimming.
Damn straight.
Still got something to do. I'm close to being back on point, 100%. That close, 100%. Pre-show days.
So what's gotta be the little tweak then?
What do you mean, to finish up getting everything back on point, or
Yeah.
keeping it on point?
Well, both. I don't know.
Oh, well, I've got 2 tents over here that need to be scrubbed down yet, and I've got to transplant the girls to throw in there, let them veg for a day or 2, maybe 3, before I flip them.
Yeah, more coffee and more cannabis solves all problems.
Cuts have to be taken, seedlings have to be planted up, all that good stuff. What's funny is because like I'm not that close to my numbers, but I watch my numbers close enough to where I'm watching these empty spaces in these seedlings coming up, and I'm like already counting them. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 more. I got 5 more right there. I'm gonna give you guys 1 more day, and then I'm filling your shoes.
Now, how often do you crack seeds then? When will you crack the next round?
Well, hopefully tomorrow.
No. Oh, okay.
When Kineos comes, I've kind of cut some shit back, and I'm gonna usher in a whole new round of some stuff. So, like I said, as soon as if I got some duds, some's filling them spots. As soon as I identify my males, a couple more spots, back to the old filling a new roster type of thing.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting, man. Be cool.
Oh yeah, I love the hunt. It's one of the funnier things about it.
So do you keep 2 like tents full of regulars that are solid Eagle? Is that how you work it, or how do you work it?
Well, I'm always juggling a few. I keep the ones I really like over here in some solo cup, what I call solo cup moms. And then when I'm ready to work them a little further, I just let them veg up and take some cuts out of it. You got to stay a little bit ahead. But I've got, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flower tents. You know what I mean? So it's pretty easy to juggle new shit, keep things going in phases.
Right, and keep the patients supplied good. Yeah.
Yeah, to be right about honest, it's usually about 12 to 16 per month coming down every like 2 weeks for something like that schedule. Try.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Got to keep them. That's one that, like I said, we're kind of touched on earlier. Is like the testing. It's fucking hard as hell to keep up with a testing with that kind of model. You know what I mean? Every batch is fucking fresh and fucking should be tested according to them. You know what I mean? That can add up real quick when you're running. You pull down 4 different strains a month. That's a lot of work. A lot of extra cash.
Yeah. And you can't. So after you get it tested once, and you run it again and again and again, you have to you don't have to get it tested after that. Is that what you're pretty much saying?
No, you should have it, especially if we get to the point where we're using tags. And that tag would have to be every tag would have to be tested. You know what I mean? Before, here in Michigan, you could, like, if you had constant strains, you could almost ride on a test. Even though I had like a perpetual harvest like this, you could almost ride on that last test coattails for a few months because the test was like realistically good for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they theoretically want every time you harvest it, they want it tested, no matter, because it's technically a new batch.
Yeah, that's crazy. So whether you have like one tent or if you have a whole warehouse full and you harvest it at once, you have to give them one little sample, and that counts as the whole entire batch, pretty much.
Do that is in lots of 10 pounds, don't they? Smiley?
Yeah,
Up
that's
to
what I
10
was going to say.
pounds.
I believe it has to be all harvested or ran at the same time. It can be up to a lot of 10 pounds, but it's only one cultivar. So, like, if you had, say 10 plants and you had 4 different types, you would have to have 4 different tests regardless of the weight. You know what I'm saying? So they basically make a monocrop the most advantageous way to do that.
I think the minimum's 1 pound, right? You have to have a minimum of 1 pound to 1 to 10.
Like that. Yeah, and then they pull, like, you got to bring the whole amount of weight to them, and they pull the sample from however they want to pick it out of there, and they pull the sampling portion that they're going to pull. And so, yeah, you don't get to bring them an eighth sample. You bring them the whole amount, and then they pick the eighth out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they practically dump it all out and just take random samples.
Now, they don't keep your whole lot until it passes or fails, or is that exactly what they do?
They were doing that. According to, it sounded like Spartan last night, it sounded like, or it was maybe even on tonight's show, it sounded like they were coming to the facility and testing it there before it went out. But there for a while, they were taking your whole fucking 10 pounds, and if it didn't pass, they were fucking burning that shit.
When that pisses you off, dude, they just be like, go drop it off, and they're like, "Oh, sorry to tell you that you failed, and we had to destroy that shit." And be like, "What?
Yeah.
You what?"
Yeah, contaminated bad glove or something. Wasn't even
But
your
no,
batch. Sorry.
There'd be a whole lineup for just on dishonest happen there.
I demand a retest, damn it.
Yeah, for real, dude. I'd be pissed as fuck.
All right, I don't know how it works, but someone steal my lighter and there's nobody here but me. How does that happen, dudes?
Check your own pockets.
Maybe it was you in the other dimension.
Yeah. You have been a victim of the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it
Where's
mean,
my
I had
card?
was fucking right here. Anyway,
It is
do you
one of
guys
the most frustrating things in life, though. I would agree. American one.
over by me? They got these handout lighters that are like cheesy junk lighters, and like the gas that's in it just smells like I don't know what it smells like, but it's nothing good. And like I have a whole handful of lighters here. I don't even want to use them, but I'm gonna use one right now. Do you guys familiar with these kind of lighters? No, because like we have Indian reservations on where I am, and that's where everybody goes gets their cigarettes. So they hand out these lighters. I don't know what the hell it is, but yeah.
Can't snort them like you used to.
The childproof ones, I need help with those. So I'm still a kid, man. I'm never growing up.
I'm right there with you, American one. I ain't fucking never growing up either. Never.
I'll do dumb shit to the day I die.
Well, that's different.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Yep. The last thing I got to do to this tent here behind me is put in this here camera. That tent's been missing a camera, so I got a camera for that tent. All of them but one tent's got them now. And then I got a camera up the veg area.
And then you can keep a close eye on them.
Why not? Why not?
I think that's cool as shit, man. When you can do the time lapse like that, it's badass, dude. Post like a little 5-minute video or some shit and do the whole grow start to finish on a tent. I think that's cool.
I'm always
He
curious.
did it. Did you ever edit that footage you had of the I forget which one it was, but you were showing it when you had your guest on.
Yeah, I gave it to the light guy to edit. Totally ducked out of that shit. He said he had it ready. I just haven't downloaded it yet. I've got all the uncut footage still, but he's got the edited version. Can't wait to get it back. That's what we're going to do with this here behind us. Plus, we're going to be able to watch this as long as I keep going live. We'll be able to. That's kind of why I spun the camera. I'm going to try to get me a nice little lens for this camera tomorrow so we can see nice and clean into the tent. And we'll watch them grow night after night.
That's a cool idea too, man. Dig it.
How much is one of those lenses for your camera cost? Because I've seen some Method 7 ones. I've seen some other ones, and they're at certain price points. What's the price point you're finding yours at?
I don't know. Being the craftsman I am, the last time I did it, I just fucking went and bought a cheap pair of sunglasses, busted the lens off it, and ground it fucking pretty close to flat, and then just glued it onto the fucking camera. Probably what's going to happen with Yay. I think I got a lens like over there somewhere. I just got to fucking probably manipulate for this a little bit.
I'm guilty of that too. I just hold up a pair of sunglasses to the camera. To get it just right, you can get it. It works. I don't know.
I thought that was funny that Hota released that kind of secret. I did that shit for years about the jeweler's loop right on top of the fucking cell phone camera. You can get some amazing pics like that, especially if you've got like a fucking one of these eyes close by and you can like light that up before you hit it. You can get some amazing pics like that.
I'm still gonna quote Hota forever with that. Like, what the fuck is a cookies? I was cracking up at that, dude. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, he's cool, dude. That was a pretty good interview.
Yeah.
Sergeant Pepper 420, what's up, dude? Hanging out in chat. Michelle F. Iverson. I fuck that up every time. Every time. Hello and welcome. Holy fuck. Backwoods, all good. That was the easy enough one. How you doing?
So we want to debate, guys. So let's debate some.
Hey.
Start of the week, we can get all riled up on some topic.
Oh no. Debates, huh? Whatever.
Or we got to talk about something we all agree on.
Did you guys see that? What's your guys' take on microbes and can they enhance terpene and THC levels? Because there was a post today on IG saying that they if they inoculated the clones, it was all clones, right? Same cutting. If they inoculated them when they took the cuttings, they did a test. They inoculated one with a quarter ounce in a gallon, and one with 1 ounce in a gallon, and then a control group with nothing. And the ones that had the inoculant at the beginning of their life, the one with the heavy inoculation had 10% more yield, 18% more THC, and I forget the other one, and like 49% more CBG, the precursor to both THC and CBD. And they used, they have it listed. They use a product that you could buy, and it says that product is made specifically for enhancing terpene and cannabinoids. Yeah, cannabinoids.
That Dino Myco, is that possible?
No, that was a different one. That's the one that they were using was it's Sim3 iotic, I guess. Actually, I could screen and share my screen and show it to you guys. Hold on, let me figure this shit out.
So the use of that increased that production. Was that in a soil or with like a hydro setup? Or don't you
know? I don't know. I'll first up. So there's a paper with it too. I'll go right to the website. Hold on.
That rocks.
I don't know.
You know how to work this so good. Shit.
Hope I have nothing discriminating on here. No, all right. But yeah, have them all up. So this is the actual. They did it in Humboldt County. Blah blah blah. Here, let me see if I can just like highlight some shit. So, this is what they did here. They during the study, they added the Polaricis and Bacillus megaterium in conjunction with the Sim3 stuff. You see the Sim3?
Yeah.
Can you guys read it?
Yeah.
All right, I don't have to read it out loud.
Well, we were hoping you would.
Maybe I'll skip some stuff. All right. The inoculation was introduced to the clonally reproduced cannabis plants at a licensed cannabis nursery in Humboldt County, California. Following inoculation, clonally propagated cannabis plant starts were then cultivated until harvest in conjunction with the farmer's normal fertilization method at a flowering producing licensed cannabis farm in Humboldt County. The two inoculum strengths and the control batches were randomized to ensure the test trial received no bias. All right, that wasn't the one I wanted to show, but all right. Yeah, so even though it's like a typo here, but I hate typos. So they did
the Royal Gold Kings mix. Soil was re-amended after prior cultivation. So they did. They had a soil, and then they added this micro.
Right. They added the micro inoculant to two of them, You see, like right here, the a quarter ounce per gallon, 1 ounce per gallon, and no treatment. All right. So let's go to the results. Oh, and then they split it up like top flowers, bottom flowers,
All right.
blah blah blah.
It's crazy that shit. Like you hear like licensed facilities too, like they have to weigh like any vegetation removed. Like,
Right.
I like Tao's fucking blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, whatever.
yeah, there it is.
All right. So anyway, I'll show you now. Go to the now. Like I don't want to share the screen right away. I don't know what's gonna happen if I go to my Instagram. But I wanted to show you. Oh, so I could find it. Hold on. I can figure it all out.
I can tell you what happened if you go to your Instagram. Probably be weed, women, or weapons.
That's about right.
It's tattoos, weed.
Yeah.
All right. I'll bring it up. Oh, I was on Eagle's DM to get the numbers for the show. That's where I was.
So everybody got them now.
Why? Is it? It's not showing my screen, is it right now?
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. Now everybody's gonna rewind and get it.
We're gonna get big old influx and shit.
All right.
Sergeant Pepper says, check my DM. Yes, you can join. No, Sergeant Pepper.
All right. So this is where the easy part, the easy read was. All right. So yeah. Can you see my screen again? Yeah. If you start reading from the top, I can't highlight this one. Cannabis clonally propagated cultivars receiving early inoculation of PGPR or PHPRs may create lasting positive effects on cannabis plant yields and conversion of secondary metabolites. In the study, the batch that received the highest strength inoculation demonstrated an 18.75% increase of THC and THC combined versus the control, which received no inoculation. CBG and CBGA, which precursor both CBD and THC, demonstrated an increase of 49.8% when inoculated at the highest strength. Overall highest harvest yield also demonstrated a significant increase of 9.9% when compared with the highest inoculation.
So I just did a quick math. If that 18.75% is like going from like 20% THC to 23, almost 24. So it's like, yeah, I mean, 23.75 after you're at 20. I'm not sure. I like it. It says liked by Jack Greenstock on there. That's cool. I'm not sure though if
Jack's everywhere.
Maybe Jack knows. I'm sure Jack knows this, but the PGPRs I've heard, but PHPRs, I'm not sure exactly the term there.
Yeah, they're. It doesn't even say it. It says with the the plant growth promoting rhizobacteria.
Yep.
So the PHPRs doesn't say it on here. You see, they explain that one.
Yeah, I don't see it in parentheses either. That's funny. It says the one I knew already. That
of course, bullshit. That's the way life is, isn't it, Smiley?
Yeah. No, I mean that's a crazy increase when you see some of those percentages, but I mean.
Well, a 10% yield increase. That would be pretty good. That couldn't hurt, right?
But I don't see that as being a surprise though, as far as like my understanding of the PGPRs are like, they're providing a lot to the plant in nutrient cycling and hormones and other things. So yeah, I mean, does it say it on there? Since an inoculation on top of.
Yeah, that's not a nutrient. It's just a. But look what. So I went to this. This is what they added in also. The symbiotic monarch. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Now I'm stuck here. Here we go.
But it's
But it
definitely
says-
going to increase secondary metabolites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's really nothing special that I see. Like those are similar names that you can find on Photosynthesis Plus and like
Mammoth P.
yeah, I mean the biology in there doesn't seem to be really
Tribus.
Yeah, they all have the same
unique,
shit.
and- Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
but what's the price point on this one though? Because let's be honest here, they all work pretty well. Photosynthesis Plus, the only downfall to that product is how much shit you have to use
I
it.
got it.
When you actually total up the milliliters on it. That's the only thing I don't like about it for a recirculating system. But it is a good fucking product because I've used it. The only thing I didn't like about it was how much you have to use. But it
Yeah.
works. That was the only thing I have negative to say about it. Other than that, it's a fantastic product. And then the Mammoth P, I mean, I feel like if you go to your local hydro store, you can ask them, they'll give you samples. They're pretty cool about it. But I want to try Tribus. Any of you guys fuck with Tribus yet?
I haven't yet.
No, I hadn't. I've talked to other people that do. They like it. Some people didn't like it. I kind of have mixed reviews on it. I personally like the EM1, like you know.
I haven't tried it, but everybody I have talked to says they like it. It's just a super steep price point.
I wouldn't mind trying it out just for like an occasional like root drench here and there, but I haven't even looked at the price point on the product yet. Because I was sitting there talking to somebody about it, and they were saying that you use much less than any other product. And the enzyme that I'm sold on, hands down, is the SLF 100, and a lot of people are turned down by the price point of the product. But if you pay attention to how many milliliters you use per serving versus like not bashing other products, but like Hygrozyme or Canazyme, both those products will require anywhere from 8 milliliters to 10 milliliters per gallon. SLF in a recirculating system, especially something like Rockwool or DWC, you could run it at 2.5 milliliters per gallon. That's pretty fucking strong.
Yeah. I love SLF 100. I haven't used it in my soil, but I used it when I was running nectar, and I'm considering bringing it back in for the fact that I have a mineralized water source, and it's calcium carbonate. So yeah, I just grabbed that one, American one, the Dynamyco. That just has I just seen it. It has the 2 glomus, but that's it. I mean, I've actually got quite a few samples of the biology. Those are kind of the ones if I'm spending money, I'm checking shit out like that. But they all kind of got similar shit on.
I
Just
got the
'cause
sample.
Sorry, guys. Always jumping in with some bullshit.
It's the delay, bro. It's that fucking delay. Hey, American one, I wanted to ask you this really quick. What is the milliliters on that microbial product you were showing us and educating us on?
I don't know. We go back and take a look. Hold on.
Michelle, just
Sorry,
while you're looking, Sergeant, or the American one. Michelle, there's a certain episode you may look back in regards to your last comment, the ganja grower episode. May Dead Nails the episode that you're referring to. Kind of incognito, wank, wank. So there you go. Sorry, guys. What was that measure rate, American one?
I'm gonna see if they have it on here. Let's see. Yeah, when I click on these, it goes to stupid shit. All right.
Yeah, the bacillus.
Yeah, those are the things, but it doesn't say. I have to.
Doesn't say mix rates though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was curious about, because I mean, to be honest, I'm always down to try new microbial. Like that's why I really I'm hooked to EM1, because the thing with EM1 is, it's a lot cheaper, but then also EM1 you run it at a much higher rate. You know, Mammoth P, Mammoth P is great, but it's really expensive. So I feel like if you mix it up a little bit, and something that I've been really wanting to try, but I'm gonna have to take a couple things out of my recipe, is recharge. Everybody I know that uses recharge is nothing but happy about it.
So I was just looking. Photo Plus has the 2 species that this has, but it does not have that one that starts with an R. But I did notice that OG BioWar has that one in the foliar pack. So I wonder if that's kind of something that you would foliar and root drench.
Probably
Yeah.
can.
I ain't trying to pronounce it, so.
I thought that Dynamico had more than fucking 2 things in it.
What is
Yeah,
it?
I did too.
Red Paseta.
Let's go back to that.
I mean, it's basically designed in those 2 that are known to interact with cannabis. So I guess as far as that goes, but I don't think it's that cheap. You know what I mean?
But I used so I got the sample at the Emerald Cup, and when I used it, my plants were happy. I can tell you that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah.
Wait a minute. That fucker's got a camera?
Yeah, I got a camera.
I'm just fucking with you, brother.
Oh, before I visited my barber guy, you guys would have been scared. You've been like, "Where'd you find this cat?" Yeah, so I don't know. All it says is those 2 freaking Interatices and Mosea. Mosea. I don't know how to say it either, really. Smiley.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you try. Shout out to Chris Mertz too in the chat. He's kind of making the point that all these are found in worm castings as well, and I totally agree with that, Chris. I'm really just a curious person at nature, so that's really why. I don't know. It's one of those things when you switch over to living soil that you don't get to buy as much shit, so you kind of still want to find weird shit to buy. So I get, purple moss, sea moss from Jamaica and shit like that.
I keep re-amending my soil and shit, so I wonder if that microbe survived the whole, some of them I'm sure could survive like quite a long time, even if there is no.
Well, a lot of them need plants to interact.
Right, the bacteria can, I think, stay alive longer than the mycorrhiza or the fungi, anyway.
Don't they also need sugars though?
Yes. That's why they interact with the plants, so
yeah,
still bringing life into the soil.
Right. So check this out. Just humor me on this, because you guys are more the soil guys and I'm just the hydro guy. Now, for me, because I'm a salt life guy, and I know my plants produce their own sugars, but they're not going to produce the sugars at the rates that your plants are. So that's why, you guys have a little bit more terps and shit. So what I usually do is when I flush, because my EC is not like 3.0 or anything like that, so all my microbes don't die. But right after I flush, I'll hit it up with microbes as well as sugars. And the reason I'll do that is to make the microbes last a little bit longer. Because keep in mind, I just flushed everything out of the plant. So since I flushed everything out, I need to give it something. Otherwise, it's going to start going without. It's not like the soil process that you guys have. So I just thought, why not add sugars with the microbes? And then this way, keep the microbes happy, which will keep them alive longer. And then this way, when they're getting their feedings, the microbes last a little bit longer. Just a theory of mine. What do you guys think?
I would say you'd have to really kind of watch how much sugar you add. So you could, in an excess, really kind of do detriment to it, or the opposite effect. So if you're adding a ton of molasses, it can be a problem. That'd be my suggestion. I forgot there was something to the first part too, but I'll let America want to say something.
Yeah, I think that can't hurt. Adding some microbes and a little bit of sugar. I don't know these people adding a tablespoon of molasses. I had like such a small pinch because I'm figuring, you're not feeding the plant really. You're feeding the microbes, and they're minuscule. If that stuff dissolves in that water good enough, I'm sure they're getting enough sugar. At least that's what I think. And I know people have said that, like, if you hit the heavy molasses late in flour, it'll transfer to the taste sometimes. So I don't want to do that either.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. I've noticed a real heavy taste if molasses is used in repetition, but I don't know. That's just my personal. I'd say that I know Eagles uses it. I'm not saying bad, but it's
Well,
it's one of them
I'll
things.
say I don't use actually direct molasses. I was just using molasses as a reference. I should clarify a little bit. The product that I actually like to use is Remo's Nature's Candy, and it's like it is technically got molasses in it, but it's got more than molasses in it. It's also got like fulvic and humic acid, and as well as a few other things in it. I'm not quite sure to be honest with you, but it's multiple carbohydrates. And the thing about it is it's clean enough to run through a recirculating system because everything that I'll try to use for the most part, I try to keep as clean as possible just because, well, I hate scrubbing my pumps to be honest with you. And I feel like the more sediment and shit that's in the res is more of a pain in the ass it is for me. So I try to use the cleanest products possible.
I'm only using a tablespoon and a half per fucking 15 gallons of molasses, per day. I'm not heavy handed on the shit. Minimal.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah,
And what I was going to say earlier too, Sergeant, is really without taking a microscope and doing, and I hate to sound like that, but it's true, like without really monitoring what you're doing into the biology, it's all just a hypothesis and a guess. And some of the shit I've listened to recently kind of opens my eye up to that a little bit more as to, you know, we think we're doing something some way because we're going to do make this big biology thing, but really we don't have a clue what's going on until we start monitoring and looking at it. And you know what I mean? Not saying that you have to do that, but it's just like shout out to like Spartan growing. I mean, that's what he talked about why he doesn't do teas because he doesn't want to take the risk of fucking it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's kind of like why I really want to get into teas, and I've been doing like little small versions of teas. Like where I've been doing like my Azos, my Mycos, as well as like I was saying, like a little bit of Mammoth P and sugars, and I didn't really let it brew for a long time, but definitely brew a little bit. I really want to start getting more into it though, and like using more like fish emulsion and some bat guano and stuff like that, and really try to bump up those terps. But at the same time, like I want to probably start off slow with it. For now, I'm in love with just using the microbes and the sugar. Since I've done that, I notice when I go to flush, um, it's it's like the plant just uptakes a lot faster, and I feel like I'm getting cleaner smoke.
I noticed the other day that Spartan's running that Raging Kush, man. He's pulling down some nice plants under that motherfucker.
Wait till you boys see what's coming. We got 3 of those fuckers coming.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to get those 3 Raging Kush in there. Like when I sit in there is totaling up 2 metal halide bulbs, each one was $180 because I only buy the Horde Deluxe ones. I think you called me out on that, Smiley, when I was super passionate talking about grow room with the bulb and stuff like that. But I buy the Horties just because fucking Horties are the best, man. I mean, I know there's a lot of brands out there. It's just my opinion and from what I was taught, but I really like the Horde Deluxe metal halide blues. When I went through it, it popped, and then I had some other shit go down another bulb. I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna pull the trigger. So I did, and I got the 3 Raging Kush coming. I'm excited about it because more than anything, because I veg a little bit in my flower room, so I'm excited to get some more tight internodal spacing and Just have LED all the way through and save some money on the fucking power bill.
I'm gonna buy a fucking can of one of those like harmonica stands and shit.
I know what you're talking about. That's fucking hilarious.
I love it too. I'm gonna tease you too, Starch, because just the other week you were debating on the Kush, and now you got 3 of them coming.
You even had us fucking fooled and shit. You like fucking tried to throw us off the scent and shit with the bar lights and shit. You're like, yeah, I'm looking at these bitches and shit. All just throwing us off the scent and shit.
You knew I was sold on that fucking Spectrum control, bro. I was sitting there ranting and raving about that Raging Kale. And then not only that, my buddy Stax grows Gas 420. He threw me a good deal on the lights, and then I got the Thea controller to go with it, so it'll all play nice with the fucking Trollmaster. So I'm excited, man. When I saw that Spectrum tuning where I could just set that Spectrum whatever I want, I was like, uh-oh, this the real deal here. And then plus, not only that, everybody's got the fucking bars. The bars are dope. I love the bars. But I was like, I just want to do something different. And I feel like with the quantum boards, a lot of people have the quantum boards, but I was like, you know what? When I started playing with that Spectrum control, I was like, this is it. I want something different. But I still want the bars too. I have an obsession. I have issues. I need to go to rehab.
Control freak. Gotta have a solenoid or a sensor or some kind of dial and gadget widget.
Get a greenhouse.
That's awesome, man. That's so cool.
Yo, just to backtrack on the tea part, Jack Greenstock says, yeah, he's been making teas all his life. You mix up the tea, you add it to your plants get happy. Why would you not, want to keep doing it? Just because somebody says, oh, you don't know what's in there, you shouldn't do it anymore. So that's like, I don't necessarily make teas, but every once in a while, like put some, I'll make like, I have like old bubble bags that I'll put some shit in and I'll dunk it in the water to give it just a little bit. A little bit extra ain't gonna hurt none, especially even if you make a tea, if you cut it with the water a lot, even if there's bad stuff in there, it's not gonna kill your plants. But you don't want to get like some nasty anaerobic sludge in your plants. But you know what I'm saying?
Well, I do, and I'm actually, so to clarify too, like teas mean a lot of different things. So like a microbial actively aerated tea, compost tea, is kind of what a lot of people are thinking. But there's nutrient teas as well. So like, like Dragonfly Earth Medicine, for example, a lot of their stuff is in powder form. It's plant-based, and you steep it in water, you know what I mean, and then you strain it out, and then you water your plants with that, and that is considered a tea as well, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, you can feed through a tea, or you can be focused on microbes, or you can be doing, you gotta kind of think of what you're after too when you're doing it.
Right.
But I just gave mine. I brought that up about Dragonfly because my competition plants were seeming to be. I was jealous every time I seen the pictures online. I'm like, fuck, man, mine are way behind, dude. They're too little. So I was kind of scrambling for something I could add that'd be a nice, easy little boost for them, maybe. And that Dragonfly is what I settled on. That Radiant Green. And fuck yeah, man, that shit worked like charm.
So now your plants are better than everybody's?
No, but there's.
Oh,
I just did it last night, and they're smiling today, man. They're smiling today. It don't matter. It's all in the end,
That's right.
Just gotta show up with the best half ounce. So.
All right, I'll lend you a half ounce of the stuff that I make.
Do you got that one too?
No, I don't.
Man, speaking of passing ounces and shit, Still jealous of them Canada fucking growers. Jesus Christ. Did you see Jimmy Crack Seeds got his fucking his winnings from Tribal today?
Yeah, he got a nice little stash in the mail.
Yeah. I wish I could mail off some zips and shit as prizes and shit. You win! You get a zip! Check your mailbox! How fucking cool would that be and shit? This fucking show would be off the hook if we were giving away zips every night and shit. We'd have the whole fucking country hooked, man. Chat would be just jammed.
That's fucking awesome. That's way better than seeds. Like here's a pack of seeds and the fucking bud that it grew.
Hell yeah, that'd be a fucking awesome way to roll. I did just receive a fucking nice email from a long-term, old-term weed nerd that said he had a bunch of fucking shit he wanted to pass me to pass out to fucking some weed nerds. So there's gonna be some cool shit coming that we will be passing along though.
Oh yeah.
Some old school genetics and shit. Be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be kind of fun. That's a little bit.
Nice. I got my seed cracker ready.
Hell yeah. Might as well start passing them. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, man, that'd be I think that's the best way to keep them in your memory. You know what I mean? Grow some of his genetics, some of his creation. Like an artist, you're hanging his artwork on your wall. You know.
Light it up, Tim. At this point, right now, fucking, I'd say Booms are kind of our Canadian counterpart at this moment. Light up, Tim says, Eagle, you need a full-time Canadian counterpart.
Eh?
Hey,
We're not discriminating.
You gotta get one of the guys from the UK show too. Get them.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That would be kind of badass right there. That's an approach ain't nobody went at yet. Like a worldwide type fucking show.
Yeah, and the dudes from Australia and shit. There's people growing in New Zealand. Fucking kick ass.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. We shouldn't talk about shit like that on the air, Smiley. There'll
Oh,
be
my
one of
bad.
those. There'll be one of those tomorrow and shit.
It's the sesh, man.
Right?
Some shit.
Good things happen. It's always heading in the sesh.
Yeah.
Boom's right there. Boom, you had these numbers long ago. While
No
they're
excuse,
yelling
Boom.
out, we need a Canada person in there. Boom's just sitting there lurking in the background.
No excuse, Boom. Too many edibles, maybe. I don't know. He's still typing. He's still typing. I guess it's only one words.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that shit too.
Not long sentences.
The next one's just gonna be like boom. Oh shit. We love you, bro. We love you.
That was great. And then he sits there smoking ash too, though. No wonder why he's fucking ripped, man.
Yeah, he's not fucking around over there. We gotta hang out with Boom someday. We gotta get him to the States.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Canadians that we hang out with online that can't cross the border for one reason or another. Canada is like stupid strict on that, or maybe it's America. I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
it's
that
harder
changed.
for us to go there, isn't it?
Yeah, they changed that all. Like you gotta have a fucking your license now or something.
And now they even changed with the COVID shit. I don't even think we're supposed to be crossing the border. Maybe I don't even know anymore. Shit's fucked up. Sorry. We're in the fucking shit show with fucking Eagle. We can say fuck.
You better, goddamn it. At least get one in.
You gotta spell it like Cubert though.
No, we can say it. I just do that I just do that in the title just to kind of please YouTube a little bit. I figured they'd jerk me right quick if I started it off with just a clean out fuck right from the beginning and shit. All capital letters.
Okay.
Hey, man. It's adult content, right?
Yeah,
I
I don't
couldn't do
know.
it. I'm
If you
sorry,
say
go ahead.
if you say over 18 content, can we like show porn on your channel? No, right?
True.
Because if that's the case, maybe I'll start a YouTube channel. I mean,
You know, actually, there is some crazy content on YouTube. Not to sound like a perv or not, but I've accidentally come across some shit.
yo, Twitter is the wild, wild west, dude. Twitter is crazy. I actually was hanging out on Twitter before I went to IG. And yeah, Twitter, they allow anything. I mean, crazy anything.
Oh, they do.
Oh, sorry, my mic's all open and shit.
Yeah, IG, if you show your nipples, they take you down. I mean, my nipples are beautiful. I don't understand why they do that. No, but
You're right. Who's the one that fucking was just scorned by an ugly nipple and was like, no, no more, no more. I'm not putting everybody through this. No nipples.
I don't know, but it sounds like a hangover movie or something.
Somebody just had a bad encounter with a fucking hairy nipple and shit. They're just like, never again.
The woolly legend.
Shit.
I don't know. We lost Canna and Sarge.
No, I'm actually gonna go ahead and get off. My phone's dying right now, so I'll see you guys around.
All right, man. Thanks, Canna.
Peace out, trooper.
All right,
Thanks
have a
again,
good one.
Tupa.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, guys.
Later,
Bye.
Ken.
You guys aren't like in the same room, Sergeant?
Nah,
What?
nah.
Oh, man. I'm just teasing, man.
We were earlier today, not today though. Not right now. I mean,
So you guys are always hanging out, it seems like.
yeah, he's my boy.
That's cool. Makes it fun.
Yeah, it's just not too many people you can really connect with and then trust in your domain like that. So when he comes over, he's like, "You need a hand?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I need a hand. Get your ass over here."
Yep. I got my best friend doing that too when I'm like trimming or whatever. So let me know. Let me know the day. Come hang out. It's always fun. Makes it go by better anyway.
Yeah, usually what I like doing, like if I know I'm gonna do a day of just full trimming, at least I used to do this, was just get an ice chest just ready to go with whatever I wanted full of drinks. And then usually I trim right in my room because I got the carbon filter and then the mini split running, so it feels pretty nice in there. And then I'll just prop up my iPad and then play some tunes and just shoot the shit with my boy while I'm trimming.
Yeah. So we had a trimming party the other night. It felt like we were all trimming, hanging out, talking.
I did for a second anyway. I still have a mountain of fucking dry trimming to do. I just
Go get a
look
trim
at
bag.
it like, huh?
Go get your trim bag. Get it done real quick. Be a
I
flat.
know you're gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but I've been like seriously thinking about just like every run, just setting a little side, and I'm gonna buy a fucking trimming machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for like my lowers and the small bullshit. All the big ones, like I don't mind doing those by hand. Those are actually go by really fast. It's those little fucking bullshit popcorns, and I even thought about, well, maybe I'll just start washing and pressing those and shit. And then I thought, nah, try a trimmer. And I ran those popcorns. It even out some things for me, and I don't know. I hate fucking trimming popcorn nugs. They take forever.
Yeah.
Trim them off before you trim them off while it's growing, so that you don't have any by the time it's done.
There's that too. You're not wrong about that.
I'm afraid to do that though. I like that little shit too, man.
Again, I might go back to my wet trim, and it ain't that bad when it's fucking wet and them fuckers are standing straight out just like that, man. Chunk, 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 and then it's kind of usable after that. But you go back and dry trim them fucking nuts when they get
dude, fuck that.
fuck that.
That's when it goes right into the cookies, right into the edible pile. Fuck that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
That's me too.
And
it just gets so discouraging.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just throw it in a jar and throw it in the corner. And like maybe if the world's coming to an end, I could find that eventually. But I end up finding it and throw it in the next batch of cookies anyway.
Yep, that bubble hash pile is getting bigger and bigger by the day. By the day, full of them fucking popcorn nugs.
That I love bubble hash. If it was like a little easier, just a little bit easier, I would probably do it a lot more. But dude, there's nothing better when you do it good and it comes out good. That shit, I love that shit, man.
I feel like half the battle with the bubble hash is having all your tools prepped. And what I mean by that is like, and I've seen you do this, Eagle, is where you'll have the buckets cut on the bottom and then you stack them. And then this way, basically what you're doing is you're making like a bunch of fucking window screens that are stacked. And then when you go to empty out the machine, it literally is so much easier because it's just gonna just fall through there. And then especially like if you have something like that stacked on top of a trash can with like a little hole, so this way you don't even need to like take breaks. You could just fucking run it all the way through until your material done. I think that's half the battle is if you have all the tools prepped. But I liked what you did, Eagle, where you had like multiple buckets cut. I actually fucking did the exact same thing because I thought it made it easier.
Does make it a lot easier. This run, I'm gonna do a fucking live one here real quick. I'm debating on whether or not I'm gonna fucking break out the machine and just kind of do it that way. That's my favorite way is quick washes in the machine, just quick little fucking 5-minute washes at a time. You know, fucking drain, fucking. That's my preferred method. But
that's the way I do it. I do it like you're saying. I have my the last bucket. I basically almost cut the whole bottom out of it. It drilled so many holes in it. It's like so the water just. I have it on a grate on one of those blue tubs, and I rinse you rinse it with regular water, right? Like each bag as you pull them out. Yeah. And I put an ice cube in that the one that catches like any green material that comes through. I put an ice cube in that one so the water's cold as it going through. But anyway, I put it on the grate and I just let all that water go into a blue tote, and then I feed that to my plants like later on. They love that shit.
That's cool.
What I like to do is because I do it, I pull each bag one out by one, and then I've got a bucket I cut in half, which makes it perfect to pull that bag, inside out, bring that bag right to the top, and I spray that down as it comes up. I spray them sides down to the bottom, and then I work that, spray it around into the center, and then I let it sit, let that water drop through, and then I'll spoon it out. And then I'll take that bag out from there, and I'll put my hand in the bottom of it, and I'll dip that kind of back in the kitty and, wash the bottom of it off there. So, like, if any trichomes that are left that I've kind of played sloppy with are automatically going to go into the next, layer. It's going to enrich the layer, the next layer a little bit. So I'm not worried about scraping, scraping that bag too much because you're just pressing it into the microns of the fucking bag. You know what I mean? If you get too fucking overwork that shit. I like to try to push it off to the center and then just try to get under the, that patty. And I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to let most of the water do the work there. Trying to be as clean as possible as I can with it. But I'm either gonna do the machine wash, or the last time I did it, I did like a can of Kate fucking wash. Can't remember if I posted any videos of that or not, but it was.
Was that with a
I
wooden
did a 20
spoon?
gallon. No, I
Oh.
actually bought a paddle from Walmart.
Okay, there you go.
It's like a collapsible bottle, so you can break it in half to where it's like only like 2 foot 30 inches or something like that. And I used a 17-gallon Rubbermaid tote, and I put a shower drain in the bottom of that with a fucking ball valve under that, and built a stand. And I washed like that. But I also bought this fucking it's like a 25-gallon stainless steel trash can I bought from Tractor Trailer Supply. That I actually bought that and built the stand for that fucker and had it all ready to go. And I started putting water in it, and I'm like, because I figured it'd be somewhat, watertight. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, filled that fucker up, and it started fucking raining everywhere. I was like, fuck, where's that Rubbermaid at? Because I bought them both at the same time, but I wasn't sure which way I was gonna go with that. Had the fucking, it's sitting right here, hole cut in the bottom of it for the drain, had the drain on it and everything. Fucking come right out the bottom, just ding, like a fucking bird bath or some shit. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna have to silicone the outside seams. You know what I mean? Take a good 100% food grade silicone and seal her up with that. But I prefer the fucking the stainless steel method, because I'm thinking I could wrap that with like a hot water heater, insulation. Tape that bitch off and find me some more good working time. It's just so many things I like about the stainless steel aspect, or the galvanized metal before the plastic. Seems like a lot of that oil gets caught on the plastics a little bit when you're washing. But either way, I'm gonna figure out which one, and then I'm gonna do a run. Just debating on which method. Live.
Now, do you clean your bags after each pass through? Right? Do you clean them in alcohol?
Not unless it's super greasy strains. Some
Yeah,
strains you have to. Some stains you have to, man.
Yeah.
A good fucking full melt, fresh froze. Fuck yeah. There's if you don't, man, you're just wasting more time because it really clogs some bags up. Yeah.
Once
Some
it
strains
gets
you
clogged,
don't have
it's
to,
useless. Yeah, and I guess it depends on a lot of shit, how cold the water is. Maybe I do it every time. Like once the water flows through all the way, and I take it all out, I'll rinse them in alcohol and rinse them in water, and then put them back and do it again.
Oh god, that's.
I'll tell you what though.
I got so many bags. If I notice that on my first pull, I'll usually I've got a giant Tupperware bowl with a lid. You know what I mean? I'll usually wad them up and set them in there and let them soak while I'm doing the next run. But when I'm usually making hash, man, that's a lot of washing and shit. If you were to fucking wash them round after round after round, and there's only a couple strains, not every strain's like that. Not every strain. We always hope they would be. You know what I mean? But not everyone's like that. So.
That is true. I probably didn't have to do it on that last one I did, actually.
But what I do, it's just exactly like I said. Most cases, I just fucking rinse the bottom of that bag in the kitty there, and then I'll take it over and rinse that bag down with some cold water real quick, and then I'll hang it, and I'll get it ready for the next round while
And I do it wait.
Are like back to back to back, man. When I do it, it's usually fucking Boom knows what I'm talking about, man. You can never start early enough. I've never come across a day where I'm like fucking, yeah, man, I got through it, no problems, go, damn, well, that was a good run right there. It's never like that, man. It's like it's always like something. 5 o'clock in the morning. I think someday I've went like fucking 24 hours easy at times making fucking some ass and shit. Just it's like to the point you're like, and I'm not even as dedicated as some of these fucking guys are, man. They fucking I hear these guys, oh yeah, I wash and wash and wash till she's not giving no more. Fuck that. I do 3 washes and I'm done with it. I'm fucking cleaning out the machine and I'm fucking going again I'm reloading it with a fresh batch, man. I ain't beating that horse. But there's people out there that will wash and get every trichome that's, to be harvested there.
No, after you go about 4 or 5 or 6, it just gets dirty then. I mean, usually, yeah. But I threw away the 25 bag. I don't know why they even make that thing, man.
That's a fucking time waster. It's usually
dude.
It's
I threw it out.
To be had there, but fuck that.
Yeah. Waiting for that water.
Finest. That's the finest one, right?
Yeah. And it takes an hour for the water to go through. Even, no matter how clean that fucking bag is, it's ridiculous, dude.
Oh, I can get. I've got a good, nice process where I can fucking, you actually you put it down first, and then you just yank up real quick, and fucking that usually will. But you're forcing shit through it. You know what I mean? You're just kind of busting shit up, and
I've seen some dudes. They put a shop vac attached to the 5-gallon bucket underneath, like at the bottom. So when they were trying to get the water out, they turn on the shop vac for a couple minutes and it sucks it through.
I was talking the other night, American one, where I did test. I only did one test run with it, and that was as far as I went with it. But it seemed like a good idea. It was like when I was doing these here buckets when I first started the stack there, I put a fucking 1/4-inch male inlet on top of the bucket.
Okay.
There, you know what I mean?
Yep.
For like an air hose. And I fucking put that lid on top of the bucket and I fucking hit that fucker with air. Oh my God. It was like the trash can thing, man. I fucking was
splattered it all over,
soaked, right? Fucking hash water everywhere. It just fucking practically sent that fucking lid through the fucking roof. I'm like, yeah, that didn't work. Go ahead and adjust some pressures on that shit.
Hash water shower.
That's like a Wile E. Coyote moment.
Oh, it was too, man. It was.
Smiley, that was like today when we were chatting on video and the pump just went off in the background, remember? And I had fucking nutrient spray everywhere. I had to go run and pull the switch. I was so pissed because the fucking troll master went off. And it probably spilled probably like 5 to 6 gallons, but 5 to 6 gallons in like 2 seconds. It was terrible.
All you can do is laugh, though, man. That's the shit that you just gotta fuck it down, man.
Well, yeah, that's all we could do. Plus, the good thing was I was high, so I wasn't really upset.
Yeah, I don't get paid enough to worry. That's what I say all the time. I don't get paid enough to worry.
Some truth to that.
It was just funny because we were just sitting there shooting this shit, and then all of a sudden we just hear this, whoosh, and I turn around and went, oh, fuck.
That was funny. I thought it was smoking at first.
No, it was because the way the spa tubing is for the union on that, because we put a 90 on it, and we did that to run the PVC up onto the wall. I wanted to make sure on that pump that we ran spa tubing on the top, because the thing that pump's notorious for is the tronic on the top of the head cracking. So a lot of times when you'll just use like straight PVC, like 1 inch on the top, it helps, but you still get a lot of vibration, and that's where it cracks. Where if you have the spa tubing kind of absorbs a little bit of the vibration. Plus, it's a little bit wider than 1 inch, so a little bit of the pressure alleviates, and then you can build pressure back up to the 3/4, or at least that's my theory and my design and the reason we went with it.
Nice.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that shit, when it sprays, bro, it fucking sprays. I'll probably do a video on the PSI gauges when they come out, I have everything all lowered down. That pump's like legit.
Oh yeah, that thing's gonna crank.
Do they have a fucking PSI meter? Say like I noticed like when you set up your tables there that I'm sure once the hoses come off the manifolds, they have to be similar lengths, right? To keep the everything kind of right when they come off the manifold, or they can you control that at the dripper head?
So the beautiful thing about those drippers is actually they have little like bubbler pieces that you put inside, and you can do like 2 gallon per hour, 20 gallon per hour. It varies like which speed you want to go at because they got them at all kinds of different speeds. But that really kind of went out the fucking window with the pump that I picked because, well, I went with the liter half horsepower pump, and a lot of people say that's fucking crazy. It's overkill. But the thing about that pump is that there's no lack in pressure, and that was a big concern of mine. Is I wanted even pressure, and the maintenance on that pump is a lot easier than most pumps. So what I did was I just dialed everything in between all the ball valves, as well as each drip emitter actually has its own built-in like ball valve, so you can raise it and lower it till you get the desired speed, basically that it's going to be pouring out. And it took a little bit, but Canna helped me, and then we grabbed a couple of measuring cups, and then just clipped the actual barbed tees on them, and then ran the timer, saw how long it took to hit like 350 milliliters of water, and when we did that, we stopped. It took a little bit though, to be honest with you, to get them all right. I want to say like it was a couple hours.
Is that something you got to readjust every round too? So like if you harvest and you set the next round in there, you got to readjust it then.
Now at this point, it's set up and dialed. It was a bitch at first, but see, I was trying to go for like not a fast speed, but not a slow speed. I wanted something that was slow and steady, just so this way they could eat multiple times a day. But for the size feeding that I'm going with, plus the type of cocoa that I have, 350 milliliters isn't a lot. If it was rock wool, that would be a shitload. In cocoa, though, that's nothing, especially in those pots. So I would rather be where like, hey, I got to feed 3 times today versus 2 times a day and not have to fuck with it again. That was just the theory and the concept with it. So this way, like I don't know, when I first put those clones in there, if I would have thrown 350 milliliters, that probably would have been good for 2 days. Where as they eat more, then I'd have to do it once when they first wake up, and then a little bit before they go to sleep. Now it's getting to the point where they're going to start eating 3 times a day soon.
It's crazy, man.
It's just easier though, to be honest, if you set it up that way, because this way you'll know, like, all right, do they need to eat once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, so you don't have to keep fucking with it. The most important thing from what I researched is that you just try to get even distribution. This way you don't get plants that like some eat more than others. And don't get me wrong, they're all going to grow at different speeds. But if you did a decent job when you were vegging them, you should have a majority of them eating around about the same time for the most part. It's never going to be perfect. Anybody tells you it's perfect, you're full of shit. But you got to veg them slowly, and that's why I think it's important to like kind of veg them in a system like that, because you'll start building their appetite. And the one thing I would say that plants love is they like eating on a schedule. When I switched to flood and drain the very first time, going from hand watering, I saw my yield like increase significantly. I want to say by like 20-25%. Now, if you got the time to hand water and you yourself are like on a schedule and you do it perfect, right on. That's fucking awesome. I can't. I don't have that. So that's why to me it's really important to set up the automation. Because I kept fucking up when I was hand watering. I just couldn't get it right.
Yeah, there's
I'm not far from perfect there, Sergeant Pepper. Far from perfect in my hand watering. But then again, I figure this much, they're not, soil system isn't perfect. You know what I mean? They're drinking off their, when they want to, not necessarily when I'm forcing them. So I do like.
Yeah.
I'm far from on a perfect schedule. As far from feeding them bitches. Them bitches are on my time. Fucking Sergeant Pepper, my time. No, I do. I
You do
fucking.
good
I
though with
do
them.
though. I don't know about that. You know, I do all right, I guess. But there, you know, I don't. I'm not that anal retentive where I'm like, oh, it's 2 o'clock. It's fucking, you know, time to water or whatever. You know, I like tonight. You know, I have to be gone tomorrow, so I watered heavy today. Them trays are a little full of water right now. They can suck it up. Suck it up tomorrow, bitches.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's
it.
what I do in veg. In veg, when I'm hand watering them, a lot of times, like you can ask Canada this. There's a couple times that I was just lazy as fuck. We were tired, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm just fucking saturating him today. And he's like, what? Are you serious? And I'm like, fuck yeah, we're feeding him in 2 days. Fuck this. And I know that you're slowing it down sometimes, but you know what? I didn't have time, man. I had other shit going on. So guilty as charged, far from perfect as well. As long as they're green and healthy and happy, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Well, you guys are all fired. I do everything perfectly. I make sure they're watered perfect.
Well, I think there's a
Oh,
lot
man.
to that, though.
I'm an overwaterer. I always constantly have to tell myself, stop, you idiot. But I was just talking to someone who just started their cocoa, you know, and he didn't talk to me. And he had the cocoa totally overwatered. I'm like, yeah, you got to let I go, people say if you let the roots take over the container first, then you can't overwater. You go crazy. But if you don't let them take over first, they could have issues. And yeah, he failed. So he went to Fox Farm. He's trying something new, but that's good. You know, you got to try it all. Figure out what works for you.
I feel you're right too. You can't overwater really, especially in that chunky cocoa, man. They're gonna eat what's in that fucking saucer first, in my book. Them fucking lower, you know, roots, tap roots, if you will, whatever's trying to reach for the bottom. Uh, they're gonna drink all that up first, and then they're gonna utilize what's in the pot second. But I don't think they're at any point I've really seen them soap for any period of time. They're usually, you know, by tomorrow morning, here in a little while, fuck, half of them are already full or drank it up, you know. But I know they'll be good tomorrow until I get back. That's one
And
thing nice about cocoa, especially if you set them up a little bit, you know. You can. I don't think you can. I fucking for the first time ever, I'm kind of scared of that fucking insane in the membrane, man. That ethos, man. That shit's got some pretty severe genetics to it. I don't know what fucking GMO weed they got going on over there, but man, that shit's strong. I put that in that fucking. It's, you know, it's about a 14-gallon air pot, way fucking bigger than it ever needed to be. I think I kind of hit on that. I picked those up just because they were gonna fucking, my buddy was done with them. He was like, man, I gotta give up my girl. You want these fucking pots? I'm like, man, that's $300 a pots right there. Fuck that. You ain't throwing them bitches out. I'll take them and shit. But they're way too big for, you know, these tents. But then I put that insane in the membrane in there, and it's that one that I fucking remember. If you watch it, if you've seen the earlier episodes where I bent that fucking insane over right back to the cocoa, right back to the fucking the medium, and I did that with all the branches. That bitch is fucking went straight to the bottom of that 14.5, and his fucking roots are coming out of the bottom of that air pot. And that thing sits up, you know, with them air pots, the bottom of the pot actually sits up about an inch. And when I look down there, all you can see is big old white roots coming up from the bottom of that pot. And I've ran them like 4 times, and I've never seen vigorous roots coming out of the bottom of that bitch like that. I'm like, nice. Because them air pots can be a little tricky the way you water them. If they get too dry, that shit wants to come right out of them tank holes and sit right in that saucer. You know what I mean? And because of that air zone. but not that insane in the membrane. That bitch is drinking right out of the fucking tub, man. It's the first time I'm kind of impressed with that fucking vigor in that bitch.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
the one
tell
I've
you,
complained.
the 6-inch pop.
That's the one I'm complained about. And these tents right here, every time I ran that insane in under the HPS, she's hit the top of the tent. Every time. One last time they were actually bent over like a foot. I just fucking laughed and played with it because I wasn't really worried about it, but I just wanted to see how bad it was gonna get. And that
Put that
fucker's
thing
did.
as soon as it
Go ahead.
gets roots, throw it in flour, dude. I bet you it'll be perfect.
Yeah, that insane membrane. I don't really suggest anymore 6-8 inches, even in like my type system. That fucker's gonna go. It'll be 5 feet when it's done, guaranteed. It's fucking crazy, crazy.
What's
Strain.
supposedly in that? What are the parents? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know if they ever. I'm sure they have released it since I got it. But when I bought it in Detroit there in August, it was like their hype strain. They put some weird names on it, and when you tried to research the names, it was fucking something goofy. I haven't tried to look it up since. But it wasn't. They just wanted to. They just put on it. It was like, this is our most loud strain. It was supposed to be 34% THC, which I don't think it ever will get to that. But I could be wrong. Even what I've seen in the dispensaries didn't look, all that great. They didn't take it as far as it could go. I've ran it multiple levels, and it ended up being 12 weeks under the HPS, but only 10 weeks under the fucking LEDs. And denser under the LEDs. So, yeah, that strain's fucking silly. In fact, I'll grab it. I'll tell you what the pack says. Just give me a second.
Yo, Smiley, you smoke a cancer stick?
No, this rascal.
All right. Very good.
I hope not. As much good weed
They get
in this fucking world. Smoking cigarettes.
Now you got the whole everything beat up on me. I love it. He breaks out the suitcase.
He's got the seed vault.
Yeah.
Fingerprint
Look at
plus.
this bitch, guys. Look at this.
I had to get a bigger one.
That shit's overflowing.
Just a little bit of beans.
Yeah, I don't like taking them out of the original packaging. There's no really good way to like set up an easy look at through your seeds, kind of, Everybody has different packages and shit.
Yeah. The best way I've seen is a dude, a buddy of mine puts them in like an old baseball card sleeves, like in the,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
The best place to put them, right in that dirt.
Yeah, right.
Insane. I can't read it.
Just read it. He can't read it either. What is it? Anya by business. That's what it is.
Those fuckers.
No,
Nanya
actually,
by business.
some of that shit, because I've got my contacts in right now, and some of that shit right when at that small is like, holy fuck, where's them fucking readers at? Reading that shit. It's almost to that point where I like, if I'm like out sometimes and I fucking ain't got my shit on, I could fucking get frustrated, just hand it, or like kind of like, what the fuck does that say? God damn it.
Oh, Eagle, man. You're getting old, dude.
No, it's the contacts.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's your reading glasses, Eagle.
I've got to fucking where they at here. They're close. I just took them off. I had them. I got some readers. They're close. I hate to say that shit.
Yo, I tried doing the solar rips before, and I gotta find a better magnifying glass.
You couldn't do it?
I did it a couple times, and a couple times I couldn't do it, and I specifically went and got a magnifying glass just to do it. But apparently, that magnifying glass sucks, or the sun didn't work that day, which I don't think is possible.
He was fucking killing it.
Cause yeah, think about it. That's awesome. You guys started burning shit right with the magnifying glass when you were kids?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We started the neighbor's woodpile on fire, and the fire department had to come out.
There you go.
Hey, Eagle, do you wear cheaters or do you wear actual prescription glasses?
Occasionally I wear prescription glasses. Not that often.
Same here. Same here. I usually wear mine more at night when I'm driving, to be honest with you. At night because it's dark and I don't know, because I live out in the sticks, there's not a lot of fucking light out on the highways. So that's usually when I need them because I have astigmatism in my eyes. But I fucking hate them. I try not to wear them. I only wear them when I'm at work or when I'm driving.
Anymore, I kind of like wear them like I always said that's like my Superman con cover. Put on the fucking readers and go out and chat.
Do you guys see Meg go to one's glasses?
I found them. I'm gonna give away my cover right here, guys. Let me clean these bitches off.
Yo, where did Eagle go? It's Clark Kent now. Oh, there he is. There he is.
That's fucking funny, ain't it?
Happens to the best of them, man. I'm with you. I'm getting there too. Like I would start, what the fuck? My eyes don't focus. It's weird. It's a weird feeling.
Now they're dogging on me. Stephanie B says I look blue out. Is that really a bad thing? It's bad light. Just the bad light. Damn it. I can't believe fucking American one hasn't tried to walk me off any cliffs yet.
What did I just miss? What did I?
I said, I can't believe you haven't tried to walk me off any cliffs yet.
No. I just lead you. You're the one who jumped off. I can't believe you said it was supposed to be like, yeah, you're right. I can't decide. I couldn't tell you. I can't tell you which my seeds are better. They're all great. I love them all. That's what you should have said, Eagle. I don't know what the hell you were thinking, dude.
Sometimes I wonder about myself.
Keep them. Yeah, I know you did it on purpose. Keep your kids thinking. Am I the one that Dad likes best or not? You got to keep them thinking.
Right on. Right on. They know I love them equally. Lexi's in chat, right?
Yep.
I was just wondering, are they both in chat?
Yeah, that's, you wouldn't know. They could be eavesdropping and not even know that they're in here, so you better be careful at all times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she says definitely. Definitely not. What do you mean, definitely not? You better not be talking to me, girl. You know I love you, saying.
Way to pick the wound open again.
Right.
Yeah, that's not my fault. Stop bringing it up, dude. It's not my fault.
I think, how many we got in the fucking chat here? Got 44? 44? Where'd they go? Oh, there they are.
Yeah, maybe you're not seeing it right.
Goddamn top chat. No, I'm thinking about really making room for these. I knew they were going to be good when I got them, but I think they should be popped. We give away some seeds. I still need to do my mail. I got to get to who was the Canadian viewer that won the other day? Aldridge knows. Aldridge 25 knows. Is Brittany in chat? That's my oldest daughter. Go Brittany. It's funny. Aldridge 25, you know my daughter? Oh, but anyways, squirrel. That's gonna be fucking. I told her today. I'm like, that's a thing now. Fucking that squirrel. That's a thing. This hashish, the hashishin I got right here. This was one of Joel's. I gave some of these away the other day. 5 of them. But we could give away, another 5 tonight. Michelle's already been in shit. 33. I think you got. I gotta look at my list. See who got the hashish. This is the hashishin is Purple Mayhem. That Purple Mayhem he was talking about times Colombian Red is the hashishin. Which sounds pretty fucking amazing to me. I think we could for board we could give away 5 of these. And I got some of that CBD citrus we could give away too. If you guys want to fuck around and give away some seeds. Do some mail call tomorrow on my way out. Where's a good place at, by the way, fucking to find them little, like some good seed fucking containers? Walmart maybe in the craft section, in the little glass fucking clone jars.
I get it online. Either Etsy or eBay has them. They have those centrifugal things, whatever they're called, or the little glass ones with the cork lids, or some of them have plastic lids. I don't know if they have them at Walmart and shit. They might have them at like a craft store. Maybe I don't know, man.
That's what I'm thinking is maybe in the craft section.
I don't know. I buy most of my shit at Walmart or at Home Depot, to be honest with you. Those are my 2 preferred stores to buy everything.
Order them on Amazon.
There
Yeah,
too.
it's kind of snag some tomorrow if possible.
Were you gonna dip them in wax too to seal them up?
No.
He's gonna be doing like fucking Maker's Mark bottles and shit with the red wax on top.
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
That shit would be dope as fuck though for like a little seed jar. Do like a little Maker's Mark looking candle wax thing.
That's how the pimps do it. That's how the pimps do it, Eagle.
Right on. Have the stamp and everything to fucking.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
All right. Got my list here from the last time. What the fuck day is it? Today's the 11th, right? 5/11.
Yeah, dude. This is the coolest fucking packaging that I've seen for seeds. It's Sunken Treasure seeds, and yeah, it's like a note in the bottle or whatever. This is the high Mac, but he's got it dipped in the wax, and then on the end they got their seal. I don't know if that's coming through, but it's STS is Sunken Treasure seeds there.
Well, that's
But it's like a seal.
pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. And
Joel from North Star, they do like a medicine bottle kind of like that, and it's got like a metal banding that seals it off, just like the medicine companies do. And I always thought it was neat.
Inside is like fool's gold with the seeds. You know what I mean? But I just thought that was some of the coolest packaging I've ever seen.
Are those all seeds? How much? How many? How big of a pack of seeds was that?
No. There's all fool's gold in it. See, and there's a little sack like that. That you can put the fool's gold, and then there's another vial You see the cork, and then there's
Yep.
seeds. So it's like
When
a
you first
full-
threw it up there, it looked like it was just full of fucking seeds.
Yeah, but they
It's like, that's a good pinch of seeds there, man. That's good size. Wow, what is it? 100 pack and shit.
Yeah. No, that'd be sweet.
So does the fool's gold make them grow better or what, dude?
No, it's just his gimmick, I think, I think it's taking up the space so the jars, the vials aren't smashing around. But Mystic Marks in chat was saying it keeps it better for long-term storage too. So
There you go.
you gotta have the gold piece in there, Eagle. Step your game up, man.
Right.
Bling bling
All
with
right.
the seeds.
Let's do shots of Goldschlager.
Right?
That's legal, ain't it? We can mail alcohol, can't we? Fucking the last time I gave some seeds away, the hashishin away, Aldrich 25 won a 5-pack, who I still haven't got your address for. I'm glad I brought this up tonight because I still haven't got your address on that 5-pack. So Aldrich 25, I see you in chat, and Miss D's Nugs. Oh, I was so close to fucking that up. Welcome, girl. So that's the one we're gonna do first. Is a 5-pack of the hashishin. All right, guys. Are we there? You guys got so quiet out there.
I'm sorry. I was.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, sidetracked, and then I had to come back and turn off the mute. And man. I'm with you, Eagle. You're gonna give away some beans. I'll pay attention now. I'm paying attention. 100%.
Yeah, man. Let's do a giveaway. Let's do this shit.
I don't get paid enough to
You
worry.
know how
but
hard it is to watch all these numbers, guys?
Oh
Damn.
shit! Yeah.
All right. Well, you're the one that lets everybody guess until the number's gotten. You got to make the rule like one guess.
Yes. Thank you. Because there's a few in here that are.
I mean, there's 50 people. Make it 50 seconds. I mean, how long does it take everybody to type in? You know?
Yeah, I agree.
There could be a couple special people out there. We could give them a couple extra seconds.
Man, I'm gonna have to. I wonder if I can find. First of all, I want to find one, and then I wonder if I can probably get some in bulk to send
a special
out for
person.
No, for you fucking no camera guys.
I want to get me a special person.
For all you no camera guys, man, I just want to get a fucking. Remember them like bass fish you fucking hang on the wall, and every time you like talk or something, the fuckers flopped and shit. Sometimes you can get the Christmas trees like that. I want one of them that's like a cannabis plant that it just you can have your camera on, so you're constantly on the fucking screen. And then just when you talk, it just that way you can constantly be on the fucking screen instead of just fucking. If you look on the screen right now on YouTube, it's just me and Smiley like looking back and forth, and fucking you guys come in quietly talking and shit, like sticking us up and shit.
You gotta figure that out, Ego, because they do it on other shows. The other shows.
I think they're on
Jack.
I think they do it through Hangouts or something, maybe.
No, if you can click format. To switch to active speaker, and then whoever's speaking will come up on the screen, but it would still be when I speak, it would be my avatar,
Yeah.
I didn't know you could control it somehow.
They're wondering, do we pick the number yet?
How'd you do that anyways, American one, where you got your avatar right there?
Oh, that's I think it's when you
in Zoom you can go in your profile picture and make a profile picture.
But I don't think you can do it when we're online here. But I mean, like when we're on camera right now, or whatever you want to call it, when we're live. Yeah,
I got you.
At one point, Zoom had a setting to where you could still, that avatar would still be up for you all the time. But then there was a setting that said, inactive speakers, it would take you off if you weren't speaking and you didn't have a live camera feed. it would pull you
Right.
off. And I can't find that fucking setting now for nothing. Because I would rather have your guys' shit up. You know what I mean? Even if it just says Sergeant Pepper or whatever, I'd prefer, you guys to be on screen. I just think you guys are getting fucked. You know what I mean? You guys should be represented in one of these fucking boxes at all the time. That's all.
Oh, I see on the YouTube, it's just you two, straight up. I'm just the voice out coming from nowhere.
I think that, yeah, and that's the same thing with you on the cheap home grow.
Yeah.
They just say fucking, yeah.
They
You don't
who
even
the
know
hell's
you're
speaking.
there
They're like,
until you
"Who's that
fucking,
really?
yeah.
Who's that really smart guy speaking? I don't know who that guy is."
God damn, are they in New York? They're being robbed. Do you hear that guy?
You hear that guy that robbed them?
Where's he coming from? Oh, that's fucking funny.
Miss D's
All right.
already asking who the other person was talking.
See. So yeah, that's what I was thinking, guys. If you guys, somehow you could like maybe just like put a picture up or something. You know what I mean? You need to get like a background so the camera could be on the background live at all times. So you guys are, even that American.
So now I just popped up right now. It's black.
Aldridge.
Yeah.
Aldridge says 2 of you guys are just voices in my head.
That's the way. That's a great way to question reality, right? Is that really somebody, or is that?
Yeah, American one. Man. So
if
you did even that, like on the cheap home grow,
at least they'll see my name.
Yeah, that gives you a box. Now you're always on camera.
I'm gonna remember that, Eagle. I'm gonna make myself known to the world.
There you go. At least I just think you get fucked because there's a lot of times where I've watched that show and I didn't even know you were fucking on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
A lot of times if I know a friend's on there or somebody I support, I'm gonna fucking watch. But if I tune in and there's nobody on there, there's sometimes I might not hang in all the full time.
I hear you.
Shh,
don't tell
nobody. That's fun. All right, so who wants to pick a number? We got 2 seed giveaways. Which one of you guys wants to pick a number? What? We'll go 1 and 200, and we'll just let them. How many we got?
You can type it in.
We'll go 1 and 150.
You can type it in this chat. Sergeant, pick it.
There you go. Number between 1 and 150.
You there, mystery man? No.
See,
he's got his hands full.
If you're not on camera, you could be totally MIA and still get paid.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
All right, American one. It's up to you, I guess.
Yeah. If you're working from home now and you just don't have, that could work. And then you just say, I must have been in the restroom or something, All right, I'll pick a number. I can find the chat. All right. So I gotta pick one between 1 and 150. I gotta pick a number.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right.
No, not until I say go. None of these numbers count until you see go pop up in the chat.
Go type. You gotta type. Listen, you gotta type go. Eagle has to type go in chat, and that's when he starts counting the numbers. And then Eagle's gonna type stop, and then anything after the stop won't count. See, Smiley just smiling over there, dude. I want what he's smoking. That's what I want.
Guys, I gotta go. My daughter just woke up. Peace out, fellas.
All right, man.
Thanks, brother.
Peace out, dude. Checks in the mail. All right, I guess that works too. My kid woke up. I had to go dress my kid. Remember that? When you get busted MIA at work.
Very valid excuse. Very valid. All right, hold on. I gotta. God damn it. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find the number there. I got it. All right. Should we go since others? Should we go to whoever gets it first or the one shot gets it, and who's ever closest.
I leave it up to you.
We've
They're
got
already
3
putting numbers
people
in. It
looking.
counts already, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let them go until someone hits it, right? Maybe?
Yeah, first one that hits it, I guess that's fair. We got
Yeah,
3
tell
eyes
me you're getting
watching. We
million
should be able
numbers.
to.
Tell them to go crazy.
You just get people
Yeah.
blasting numbers.
I get fucking. I tried that the other night when I did it, man, and they got it. Michelle got them like she was like right in my head. She nailed them both times. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, 1 in 150. There's 51 in chat right now. That's you get one number and whoever closes.
Yeah, the one number will buy us some time, I think, because then we'll have to kind of see who is the closest instead of.
Yeah, we all got bad eyes. We try to stare at this damn thing.
All right, let me set up a timer here.
I like those random draw ones where it just pulls a random person out of chat.
You see how I was watching this thing the other day on how consciousness, they've noticed that consciousness can affect them random number generators.
Who said that?
I watched the thing today on it.
So I could fix it. We could fix it.
It's on YouTube, you'd say, huh?
They've noticed, no, seriously, they've noticed spikes on like 9/11 and shit like that. They've noticed definite correlations in the random number generations and high levels of consciousness on days like that, 9/11, and then something that when everybody's aware of a certain event, it correlates directly with them random number generators. So, pretty wild. All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
So we're going first number or closest, or one number, one guess only, and closest, or whoever gets
one guess only and closest. I want to wrap a million numbers for that.
All right. You get one guess, guys. U.S. only. Sorry, Canada. And whoever is closest within a minute. That sounds fair. Ready? Go.
Did you type it in?
You gotta type it in.
I typed it.
I actually hit enter, but it did not go. We're
too.
close enough. Yeah.
Oh, you did
Wait,
too.
bitch.
That's all right.
All right,
In between. We're good. You got your timer up?
Oh, shit.
Boom, boom, boom. Fire.
There's somebody's real close already.
Bringing it.
I'm telling you, there's some psychics out there.
Right? Aldridge 420. Good guess.
Aldridge's already got the strain.
Deo. Deo.
Oh, it's so close between 3, but only one's close. You hear that? That's the time up right there.
That's the timer.
All right, I'll type stop.
Dude.
Boom. Last one was Johnny Caniseeds.
It's a tie.
No,
a tie?
Johnny has multiple guesses. So.
Oh, Johnny Candy Seed. Yeah, that one shouldn't count then, huh?
One of them listened to the rules, and it's Warlock.
Yep, Warlock.
He was the first one too. I don't know if
one of the first. Yeah.
There you go, Warlock. Way to not type in multiples.
Oh yeah. So the number was 76 peoples, and Warlock had 75. And Johnny Candy Seed had 77, but multiple other numbers. Got the DQ.
Well, one's still close. Oh yeah, I guess it's still one off either way. Fucking stoner math and shit.
Stoner bingo.
Oh, 69. Bingo. Oh yeah, because if I put my logo up, then I lose my window. Who said that earlier in chat?
I did.
Like, no.
I don't know about. Oh,
I was just looking to see if there was some kind of a button. Like when I'm on the screen, I can say hide non-video participants. Is there? You click on them and see that, Eagle? Because maybe it'll unhide non-video.
on their box. Yeah, where are you seeing that at?
Yeah, searches box. Search it.
Oh, you can rename when you search that participants, you can rename yourself. Yeah. Let me see if I can do it right now. Fuck you people.
It doesn't even give me that option. Smiley on my end. When I click his three dots, all I get is mute, stop video, chat, rename, pin video, spotlight video,
Yeah.
make host.
Yeah, because now he
remove.
switched it to the great one.
Yo, Eagle, you could switch other people's names that are on your thing. Like you could make Smiley Gardens be like Frowny Garden.
Yeah,
It won't let me rename you, right, dude? That'd be crazy. Nah. I can only chat.
Good thing, man. Damn.
that would be pretty funny though. All right, well, fuck. Let's do a 5-pack of the CBD citrus. Anybody want some CBD?
CBD.
CBD.
You growing any CBD, Eagle, or American one?
No, I haven't yet. Not even a partial one.
Me neither.
I feel like I feel bad.
I haven't really had one that I've totally enjoyed. I can't say, I've seen them and smoked them and tried other 1-to-1s and heavy CBD line ones, and I don't know.
I know you can't feel it, so it doesn't feel like it's doing anything, even though it could be saving your life. That's the way I think about CBD. It's weird.
Yeah. I have something right now that I'm harvesting, and it's kind of an old genetic passed down, but I know it's unique because I get a lot of really positive feedback but for whatever reason, I don't like it. I don't enjoy it, but I mean, a lot of people like it, so there's something in it that's attractive to a lot of people, but I don't know.
I don't necessarily enjoy it, but it works well. It does work. It knocks the edge off when I have some anxiety, but I don't find it to be a necessarily enjoyable buzz. But I will tell you this, though, guys. If I've noticed that if you take heavy amounts of like CBD, like in an edible form, especially if it's good CBD, man, your fucking skin will feel almost like it's dancing. You know what I mean? You feel good enough to where you're like, yeah, but not. It has to be in a good amount, though. 200 milligrams are better for that. But never smoking that, never getting it from that kind of like smoking thing.
Yeah, I never even really smoked it.
Chat. Got 2 of the 3 in chat tonight.
Everybody's up for the favorite award, huh?
I was trying to look back to see if Miss D Snugs was bailing on us. I see her like waving to everybody.
Oh, so Courtney's one of yours too, Eagle?
Yeah.
She knows the computer stuff, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Courtney's very smart. Very smart. Much like, I guess the I gives it away, huh? Courtney, I likes the I. That's funny. Yep, there's Courtney. Courtney's the youngest. Lexi's the middle girl, and Brittany's the oldest.
I just got back to chat. Sorry. Um, they're all their favorite. I'm so proud of you.
Good looking girls. I love them all, you know. I think there was I think that the guys that are like myself that are dealt a full hand of girls, I believe there was a reason why we were dealt a full hand of girls, which I won't go into because my girls are in chat. But I believe
No,
there's a reason.
I'll go into it because God wanted you to understand patience. That's what
Punish you rightly. So wait, now see we had team Lexi, team Brittany. Now we got team. We need to make a team Courtney now. I didn't realize there's gonna be 3.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. They're all exactly 4 years apart. 2 of their birthdays are this month.
Well, happy
Kinda
birthday.
crazy. My brother, well, me and my brother are 2 years and 2 weeks apart, and like it always falls on like my birthday's on a like Monday. His is 2 weeks later on a Monday, and that's what happened with the first 2, except they're 4 years apart, 2 weeks apart. Kind of weird how it worked out.
So, me and my sister. I have a sister and a brother, but me and my sister, she was born. We're the same age for a month.
For a month.
Yeah, I was born in
Oh,
April,
okay.
and she was born in March of the next year. So for 1 month during the month of March, during the month of March, we're the same age.
so 11 months apart.
They call it Irish twins.
Putting in hours, man. Your mom was working.
Yeah, Dad was ready to go. Apparently.
Oh, shit.
So that kind of brings me to a question before we get into our next giveaway. God damn it, this fucking mouse. Trying to move my fucking my box up, and every time I like move it, it wants to go full screen on me. There we go. God damn it, totally fucking lost. Fuck was I talking about? For the screen fucking took me all squirrel.
We were talking about your box problems.
My what?
What? We were talking about birthdays and kids and.
Man, thought I got by that.
Yeah, we were past it. What happened next?
Yeah, no shit.
It's gone.
God.
Just like that, it's gone. God damn it.
Squirrel. Squirrel.
This is a big one too.
That's so funny.
Oh, I know where I was going. Damn it.
It came
Fuck
back.
that weed. Just come tap me on the shoulder and shit too. I'll run it. How big of a fucking baby boom do you think we're gonna have because of the COVID?
Oh.
You think this time fucking next year that just hospitals are just gonna be flooded with kids?
Probably, man. Everything's increased. I think they're saying domestic violence, like divorce rate.
Is there a shortage on rubbers because they're turning it all into latex gloves?
Yeah, either they're killing them or they're banging them.
Yeah.
Hopefully one becomes before the other.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's just like a wicked sex accident and shit.
It's like a canoe trip. You find out exactly how good your relationship is.
Yeah, really forced.
I don't know how to pull head correctly.
Did you see that meme of the some soccer mom's car? It has like that white paint on it. It says, "You lie to me all the time. My kids are not a pleasure to have in class."
Nice.
Oh, I like 420's entrance. That's the way you come into this chat right there. Cheers, fuckers. What's up? I like that. Cheers, brother. Just in time for a CBD giveaway here in the United States. You know, I'm still got one person that I said that I'd take care of over there in good, great white north. But I was bummed out to hear that about what Boom said about how they radiate shit like that. That's a bummer. Makes me think there's a way, but it just kind of sucks. You know?
Yeah, I mean, wrap it in some kind of tinfoil or something. Put a little tinfoil hat on it.
Seems like that screams bomb more than anything or something. You know what I mean? Fishy package, you know, all fucking tinfoiled up in the middle of this here package. It seems like that screams, you know, open me right up now.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy that they would do that, though. But yeah, I've had seeds like really bad luck with seeds from overseas too, and I wonder if, like looking back, if that might have been part of it. You know?
Somebody just won a can of coffee. But they're even strict like that. You can't even like send recharge and shit over there, right? So they're pretty stringent, like in that type of aspect.
Yeah, I think because it's biological or whatever, they gotta have all their testing done and jump all their hoops. I would imagine.
All right, well, Smiley, you pick a number on the CBD pack.
There you go.
Let's see, 1 to 150.
Yep.
I'm gonna go.
That's a good one. I see it.
You know, I never thought about that. You can't see my pad, right? I just thought, I was like, well, the motherfuckers are psychic. I just realized I'm writing the number down right here.
That'd be classic. That'd be awesome if that was the case.
How are they getting it? This is a fucking miracle. I hit it every fucking time. Oh, shit. All right. We fucking get to go.
I love your impersonations, Eagle. They're awesome, man. Oh, my gosh.
All right, here we go. 60 seconds. You guys wasted them already.
All right. Boom. Then to go. Oh, shit. Uh, 420, 420, 420, guess 420.
Ooh.
Where's the timer?
Yeah, 12 seconds left. Should be able to hear it.
Ah, yo, only one number.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
There it is.
See, man, you gotta pay attention.
Wait. No. Somebody ruined it. I'm also guessing again. Ruined.
That was after,
That's what
though.
I'm saying.
Did you type stop?
You never type stop, and
I didn't type stop last time, but the beep beep and the fucking microphone should be kind of self-sufficient.
Well,
But in the same rate, I guess we never did specify before. So I don't know.
That's gonna be your call. But yeah, Resurrection Prophet is right. Smithfield sold out to the Chinese, and the U.S. government let them. And I couldn't believe they did it at the time.
I don't know. There's one person that is closest and did not have multiple guesses. So.
Yeah.
And you'd like to anyway.
Yeah. Damn it. Well, I guess that's just part of the rules, right?
Well,
So yeah, I agree that the one with the single guest should get it.
And
that is Miss D's Nubs.
I was gonna let Eagle say it.
The number was 122.
She got a 121.
And Stephanie V, if you only put in the first one, you would have been a contender.
Yeah.
Yo, Miss D's Nugs. You have some CBD citrus seeds, a 5-pack, if you're interested in them. I've got you on my list as a winner.
CBD citrus.
Her guess was 121, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to write that down. That's what I'm writing down. Is I write down the strain, how many seeds, and then the number that was, what the winning number was. Then I write down the winner and what their guess was. The winning guess was. For my record keeping is.
That's good because last time I gave away the packs on 420 and 3 winners.
Oh, they're like, prove it. That shit ain't never coming back.
Actually, all I did was I asked each one of them which pack they won, and 2 of them knew which pack they won, and the other person didn't. So it was kind of obvious.
Right. I'm pretty sure I wrote all that shit down.
I was just like, whatever. If you didn't know which one you won, I was didn't. So. Made it easy.
There's one winner that from 420 that hasn't claimed their prize from me yet. And he did send me his fucking address, and I fucking lost it, and I haven't seen him in chat since. So if you guys ever happen to see Andy Burdone, he was a regular in the beginning, and I haven't seen him since.
He's probably pissed because you never sent his seeds.
Yeah, it's like, fuck that guy.
No, he's in the UK. He was one of the UK winners, and we kind of said it, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. He talked me into it in chat. He's like, man, I get shit all the time. I'm like, well, all right, I'll give it a go. And then somehow or another, I fucking misplaced that message. So he's got a pack. He's got a pack coming if he'll fucking shoot me his address again. Trying my best to keep up with all that shit. Making sure, you know what I mean, everybody gets... there's a couple of them that after the couple days that went by and shit that I haven't heard from, that I've reached out to them. I'm like, hey, you want some shit, right? Don't forget to claim that. Well, I guess we could make it a even out 3. I guess I got some more Winnie I could give out, and then I just got some other stuff on the way. Some stuff, like I said. Well, Quino's it's kind of hooked me up with a little bit of shit that I'm gonna pass. And then, like I said, I had another friend of mine that's sitting on a bunch of good old weed near gear that he's going to donate to me to give to the people. So that'd be pretty cool.
Did he mention any names?
What was that, American one?
Did he mention any strain names that he
Well, no, I'll read you the text though.
You don't have to do that. I was just curious, you know.
No, I get. Well, this is what it says. It says, Eagle, I want to give some of your people some seeds. Maybe give someone who you know don't have access to a chance to win. Fuck tons of seeds on the show. Remember, sub, etc. Something cool. Let's think of something for you. So,
Okay. Yeah.
so he's got a nice little care package for me.
They want to do that in memory of sub, like all one show or across multiples?
No, I'm gonna fucking do it across multiples. Maybe do a few, maybe that first day. Depends on what comes, you know what I mean? If they come in like, 50 packs and shit, maybe that day we'll drop the line. You know what I mean? Whatever I got, one of that. And space them out. Just keep them coming. Just space them out. Just keep them coming. You know what I mean?
No, man, that's awesome if they do that, though.
Have you got a sub strain in your tents right now, Eagle?
No, I don't. American one.
I got a time wreck that I still got.
I'm fixing to pop these here cheesequake seeds that the chat picked out the other day.
Dude, cheesequake. I love that shit, dude. So yeah, that's why I used. So I had a cheesequake female, and the thing always looked so haggard by the end. It was killer, dude. I love the flavor, and it would change flavor as like when you put it in the jar, but it was always good. Whatever it tasted really fucking good. So that's why when I got that cheesequake male, I'm like, I'm gonna hit some shit with the cheesequake male and see what happens. And the shit was all good. And I kind of liked the other stuff better than keep growing out that cheesequake female. And I wanted to keep the male. So I stopped the cheesequake female and I just keep the male now. But the time wreck, I had a whole bunch of sub shit I went through. And it's all good, but the JTR, the Jack the Ripper, a lot of it all has similar tastes. Let's put it like that. And yeah, I just had too much of it. But the time wreck is totally different. It tastes like I don't even know what it tastes like. So that's why I keep it around, and it's vigorous. So I could cut a branch off it, stick it in the dirt, and it'll grow roots on its own. In fucking 7 days. If I don't do nothing, it's like a guaranteed rooter, which I like too. And it's vigorous. It's a good, healthy yielder. It's perfect, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't have no problems in saying this. Me and him were good at the end. Well, we were always good, to be honest with you. But there was just like good friends do. You have your ups and downs. And as far as cheesequake goes, I think it was Michelle that asked the other day, which was like my favorite, most complex strains. And cheesequake was one of them. The other ones were marmalade and red dragon, as far as terp profiles go. But me and him had a little bit of outs there. Like,
yeah,
it was more.
He had that effect on people.
Well, it was a tiff, rather, I guess, if you'd say. Because we were real close, and I was a rep and everything, and I gave him my personal seeds, which were first runs, Tinto and Cuvée after the fire for their recreation, and which were used in the recreation. And then he promised me the F2s because I'd give up every last bean I had of the cuvee for the recreation of the cuvee. And then something fucking one thing happened or another. I was promised the seeds, and then when I fucking, he was like, yeah, they're on their way. And then something happened. I didn't see him. And then when I asked about him, he was like, yeah, they all went out to testers. And I was like, ugh. So I got mad and fucking chopped everything down. Motherfucker, fuck, so got fucking mad and chopped it all down. But you know, we were friends, you know, and we made up after that. You know, I don't hold no grudges with him. You know, he treated me good and we worked it out towards the end. But everybody has moments, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't said it much in the show, but you know, all people are assholes. You can believe that, dude.
Oh yeah. Everybody has bad days at one point or whatever. But for me, it's been a lifelong battle to. My biggest demon is grudges. Man, I am fucking terrible with grudges, and it has taken my whole life to. I've lost so many close people to me with
Well, if they did you
fucking grudges
wrong,
in the way.
if they did you wrong too harsh, then it's not really a grudge. It's getting rid of dead weight, right? So I don't know.
Yeah. Some of them were stupid grudges, though. American
Yeah, if it
one.
was stupid shit, yeah, then that's different. So you can see you're not dead yet, dude. Go call them up and be like, "Yo, man, what are you
They're
up to?"
dead.
Oh, well, that's an issue, bro. That's an issue. I don't
I've
got an
lost.
answer for that one.
Oh man, I'm serious, man. I've lost both my mother and father. Both similar. Fucking left grudges kind of in between of them there. I'll be honest with you. You know, I've never hid anything from anybody, and there's a reason why. Like I say, like the random acts of kindness and that shit. I've lived a crazy life. It's had its ups and downs, and you know, people been there. And sometimes they haven't. But in the instance with my mom, she had struggled with prescription medication, which is one of the reasons why I'm such a big cannabis advocate. And it came to a point there where she was so bad on the prescription drugs, man. And this is no word of a lie, man. Her and her fucking the guy she was with at the end of her death there. I had a
Right.
bilateral hernia surgery. On my gut there. I went in for hernia bilateral, and they said, "Yeah, we're just gonna go in. You got a little mark on 1 inch on each side. We're gonna take care of you." I woke up. I got a fucking smiley face from hip to hip. That's no lie, man. It just big old flap. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" They're like, "Oh yeah, man, you were much worse than we fucking ever thought." So they put that stainless steel mesh in there. That shit it moves still to this day. Sometimes it will like venture off to where your leg meets, right in between your legs. That mesh will like go right over onto the leg, and it'll just fucking hamburger that muscle right there, and then it'll move right back kind of where it should be. Oh, it's horrible shit. Horrible shit. But the day I came home from the hospital on that shit, from that, they stopped over my mom and her fucking deadbeat motherfucker, and they rolled me for my pain medication that day.
Oh my god!
That's how bad the addiction really was. And then we had kids, and I had a daughter, Brittany, and much love with my mom, and I wanted her to be a part of my daughter's life. But I used Brittany to selfishly, I regret this to this day, as her, my weapon against her to get her to clean up. If you want to see my daughter, you got to fucking clean up before you come around. I don't want my daughter seeing you all fucked up. And it worked for a while, she would, and again, this was so selfish to me because I lost so much time with the woman. She'd clean herself up, she'd come around, and then all of a sudden, a lot of times it would be sad because she'd be clean for months, and then on her way over, it'd be just enough of an excuse to celebrate, you know what I mean, on the way over. So there would be times where she'd be clean for a couple months and then kind of stop and get some pills or something on the way and be fucked up when she got there because it was a celebration. So I used Brittany against her for the longest time. You know, you got to do this, you got to do this. And then there came a point there where I actually met my real father, which was that was at 28. And last thing I ever heard from my mom was, I hope you're happy you fucking found you hanging out with your real fucking father, you know. Hope you're happy. And then she slipped into a coma from the medication. It took over her liver, and that piece of shit let her sit there for fucking 7 days, puking up blood, and why the liver couldn't handle the prescription and the poisons going through her system pretty much left her toxicity, brain dead by the time she had went to the hospital. So that's that's one. I have a hard time to this day taking aspirins and shit. I'm fucking so set against big pharma. You know, I've seen it just eat so many people away. I've lost so many friends. And then the same thing with my dad that I had discovered later in life. There, he actually tried to give me some life advice, and again, I'll be perfectly honest. At the time, it was me and the wife at the time were fucking having some problems, and his advice was, you have to be happy. You can't be happy. And later in life, I kind of understand. It was just in a bad spot and in a bad way. He said, you need to be happy. You can't be miserable and go through life and expect to make other people happy. It just won't be happy. But coming from somebody you ain't never seen until fucking they're 28, taking off and just kind of sits sourly in your stomach. You know what I mean? It's is that how it worked for you? You were happy and looking out for Uno number one. So I kind of I held that grudge, brother, and fucking for a couple more years, and then he came up here to northern Michigan and tried to fucking make amends to me after he had a stroke and shit, and my fucking grudge. I was like, I can't do it, motherfucker. He turned around, he fucking died of a heart attack fucking month later. Same thing. I have a couple friends, stupid grudges, fentanyl overdose, That's why later in life, man, I've decided to bury all these fucking hedges and try to, change my whole fucking attitude. This random acts of kindness and doing shit isn't, smoke and mirrors. This is something I've dove headed first into.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
it's messed up how the medical professional, I don't even know what's the healthcare system in general. It's just like backwards. It's ass backwards. And they won't even
they're the real fucking dealers.
Yeah, they're the death purveyors too, Meanwhile, this shit is legit. Cannabis will help anything, man. I've seen it. I know it, You just gotta use it right.
I think there's some healing in it growing it too. I was just talking about that with a buddy today that like just the interaction with the soil is healthy, the interaction with the plants is healthy, and that I don't know, he couldn't come up with the study, but he was talking about how there was they had this, there were different people that had the same cultivar, and they found that as those people grew that cultivar, it was like changing its cannabinoid and its structure to like better suit what those people needed as the more they interacted with it. And I don't know, I gotta see if I can come up with it, read it more, but it was an interesting concept.
Dude, so speaking of hippy dippy stuff like that, so these people that I watched, this was an old Emerald Cup, and they used to put all the panels up on YouTube and stuff. So I watched the panel. It was these human manure people that were pushing this, human manure composting thing that, Anyway, they're like, yeah, and then you're like, your DNA and stuff is into the soil, and it ends up in your plant knows what even vitamins you'll need. I was like, yeah, man. I mean, I'll put a crystal in my reservoir because it ain't gonna hurt nothing, but I ain't shitting on my plants, dude. I don't care what kind of process you put it through.
Yeah, they don't know about Taco Tuesday, obviously.
You kind of hit it a little bit on my. I wish that's the way doctors should roll. American One is that should be step one when you go see a doctor. They should be doing a little bit of blood work and finding out what you're deficient on. Just like when we diagnose these plants, you know what I mean? We look
Yep,
at them
you're
first.
100%. Yep.
We got to diagnose that shit first. What are you deficient on? We're not fucking just like, okay, here you go. Just fucking, you know what I mean? The guy at the grocery store told me to give you this, man. Like, fucking, that's what them doctors are pretty much doing. They need to fucking take our blood and go, okay, well, this says you're low on nitrogen, you know, magnesium, whatever. Let's get those levels up first and see how you feel. Let's take care of that and then come back in a week and then see how you feel before them fucking scripts are fucking so easily dished out. That's, you know.
Yeah, the other thing is the scripts just take care of the symptoms. They don't fix anything. It's like the pain, it takes the pain away, but it doesn't fix the pain ever. So you have to keep buying it and using it constantly. But I guess it's kind of the same. Well, no, man. I know people, yeah, they have to use a lot at first, and then they can use a lot less cannabis because it, helps them for real.
Well, I don't think people realize that a lot of them medicines are like opiate based. You know what I mean? Fucking, that's pretty much heroin. You know what I mean? What are the side effects of heroin when fucking you don't have that? Your body hurts and you fucking get sick. No different than these prescription pain pills that you're given. And I believe them symptoms right there trick people into thinking they're still hurt. You know, oh my God, my body aches so bad. You know what I mean? I'm still hurt. Well, isn't there a good chance that you're healed and it's the medicine that's making your body ache?
Yeah, coming off the drug is doing it.
Yeah. So I think that's it for a lot of people. They mistake that ache and whatever, which is coming from the medication, as an excuse to stay on it. They're like, "Oh, I'm still hurting. I'm still hurting. I'm still hurting," and then bam, they're fucking addicted. I think exactly how that cycle works out with that opiate-based
Yeah.
And it's horrible shit to get off from. I got one of my close friends that had 3-4 back surgeries, and like he had been on it for 5-6 years through that whole ordeal, and finally gave it the boot. And yeah, he talks about how difficult it was, like just fucking laying in bed and lightning shooting out your limbs and just crazy shit, getting sick all the time. Wild.
Yeah, they've been even using the RSO for people coming off that shit. Helps.
Does it?
Yeah. You know what though, boys? I got to get off. I got to go do something. But it was really cool chatting. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you jumping in any night, American One. Sorry, Smiley,
Yep.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't. I was just saying peace
Keep-
out, everyone. Good to see you.
Keep us in
Yeah.
mind when you come on, when you get bored, American One. You know,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
up in the middle of the night. You're always
You know.
welcome.
I'm
All
usually
you
not
gotta do
shy.
is pop that head up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you are. You're the guy talking in the background. Fucking. You have a good day, brother.
All right. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Have a good one, bud. He's always a fun one to have on.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Team chat's blowing up too.
I know this subject's got to go. We're changing it. We'll change it. We'll get some beats going. We'll give away another pack of fucking. We'll give away some winnies. Jeez. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. I like that though. You know, chat's awesome. You know, I'd rather them tell me what the fuck they want than scare them off, for A. And B, they're always there, like when I'm forgetting something, like the guests, when I'm forgetting that sound bite or, you know, something stupid, you know, they're always there to go, hey, Eagle, don't forget. Don't forget. Lately, it's been, don't forget the live chat, Eagle. Don't forget live chat. I've been fucking that up the last few nights, fucking just staring at top chat all night. Even as I said it, I had to scroll up. Okay, it's not top chat, is it?
No. I reset her. They're talking about why I'm so giggly. I'm smoking all these joints. That's why. I don't think I'm gonna make it till 4:20 tonight either, man.
Oh, I can't either. I've got to fucking bail kind of early tonight because I got to travel tomorrow. I go take care of some patients. That's gonna be a long day. Long day.
I love those. I had my long day today.
Tomorrow will be a kind of a cool episode. If you guys want to look him up, is the original Reefer Man. You've seen him at almost every High Times Cup. He's always got the cannabis leaf. It's almost this peer print. That suit on. You know what I mean? You know what guy I'm talking about? It's got the 3-piece cannabis leaf suit on at almost like every cup. He's a big activist. He'll be here tomorrow talking some shit for a little bit. And then as always, after sesh.
Who's up after that?
Let me flip over to there. You know what's heavy on the list tomorrow is to buy me a fucking good scheduling book instead of this fucking high school notepad that's falling apart. Which I was bummed because I tried taping this fucker together because I wanted to, like, as you could see it, fucking trying to just, these are like all the past guests so far, and now I'm on the backside. And this is something I was hoping to keep, you know, and I didn't just keep it flowing and shit. But she's falling apart fast. Falling apart too fast.
That's good, man.
Okay.
That's many names getting written in there.
Tomorrow is the original Reefer Man. Wednesday is Glorious Genetics. Thursday is Mountain Grower. Friday is Dirtman Dan. And Saturday is Miss Nudie Grower, who is part of the Hydro Panel on the Cheap Homegrown show on Tuesdays.
The Hydro Hustlers or whatever.
Yep. She's a Canadian grower.
I seen Can grow in chat there a minute. Shout out to him.
In our chat? Oh, he is.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? How you doing tonight?
He was on that show too. I'd never watched it. I'd never heard of it. I just actually watched the last episode just today. So pretty cool.
Yeah, very knowledgeable guy. I'd like to get him on an episode. That's your formal invite there, Can Grow.
Yeah, for sure, man. Really cool. Yeah. And I don't even grow hydro.
I don't either, but he's got some great knowledge. It seems like a great guy. He's already introduced himself into the community, but I should like to get him on. So I will hit you up.
That's what's kind of funny to me about that whole back and forth with like organics or inorganics. It's all about a healthy plant, and it's just understanding what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Everybody's got the same goal, right? Like, it's funny.
Yeah, those are 10-gallon pots behind me. So Smiley, you can drop a YouTube link. I can't find you on YouTube.
Yeah,
Do you have a YouTube?
I have one. It's Smiley's Garden, but I don't. I see people subscribing. I don't really do much with it, but post. I guess it shows my liked videos or something. But
You know, I like I said, I've been linking everybody night after night now. At the end, when I do the description, I've been throwing your Instagram when you're on. I throw a link to your Instagram now, and
yeah,
link to.
I was gonna say like Jack Greenstock does it with on his. I noticed he's got like videos that he's in, and it's like got all the links there. So maybe I can figure out how to do that.
Well, all I got to do, if you've got a YouTube, I can easily do that. All I have to do is go over to your YouTube and copy your URL, and then I just paste it to my link. All I got to do is lock it to my clipboard. Like right now, last night I went through and like all the what are becoming regulars, you, Jack, Boom. I took everybody's links to their profiles. And I locked them on my clipboard. So like every night now, they're always there. I can just do, instead of having to go back every night.
That's cool.
Trying to getting it down, trying to streamline shit a little bit.
That's what I do for the Michigan, the grow off. I got my little cheat sheet of all the sponsors and hashtags and shit, so I don't forget nobody. That's funny.
Yeah, I used to do that too. It's on one of these papers here, and then I just kind of fell flat on doing it. I feel like I'm selling my soul every time I fucking like. I don't mind giving like the shout outs where I could find me, but when I start like we kind of talked a little bit earlier. Yeah, go ahead, the herbs now and blah blah blah. I have a hard time with that anymore. It's like it's not why I'm doing it. I quit doing it a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I guess I could link them in the description just to kind of do it. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Let's
I
give
get
them.
it. I mean, I hear what you're saying. It's not like you're trying to like be the sales guy or whatever. That's all.
A lot of things though, like Tanazi gave me a link. Even like say anymore. That's another thing too. Companies that have approached me, like Tanazi and Black Sail, and a couple other people, my herbs now and shit. Nah, said I wasn't gonna do it, but they're around it. They're around it, Smiley. Them promo codes, so I told them from the get. I said I'm not interested in trying to make any money off this. I don't want any percentage off this. Whatever. I just want them guys to have a deal. You know what I mean? Whatever's you were gonna give me, give it to them. Give them 10% off. Give them fucking free shipping. Give them whatever. I'll plug your product. Hell yeah. But save them guys some money. That's why I'll do it. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
any promo code that you use that I push, like I said, that same does go to you, not me. Perfect. I have purposely set it up that way. Stumbled on that shit. All right, let's give away some money. What do you think? I gotta think of a number. It's my turn to pick. I think I got it. I'm gonna send it to you. It's just an oddball number too. It doesn't even mean anything to me.
Okay.
That's the number there. So 1 to 50. The Winnie is the giveaway. We're gonna give away 5 seeds of the Winnie.
All right.
And then maybe we'll give something away in a minute. 5 seeds of Winnie is what we're giving away currently. Let me set
What
the
is
goal.
Winnie? I think is what he's asking, or what they're asking.
Huh?
What is Winnie? Maybe is what they're asking. And give away what?
That's the C99 times Durban poison strain. Winnie is. I thought that was Northstar, but he said it wasn't him. So I'm gonna have to get with 15 digits and see where he got who's the breeder on that.
Huh.
I know you can find
I might
Google
have to get
information
in on
on it.
this one.
Yeah.
Maybe I can throw a pick in the number. That's awesome.
So we just got to let me set the timer here.
Let me type go, or you got it shows up better if you do it because it's yellow. So for some reason, I'm not cool enough to get a blue letter.
You're not. I thought I made you a wrench the other day. Damn it! Yeah, I feel bad. What's up, JDs? Man, now I'm not even type go until I go back and find you. Gotta fix that. Damn it! Where are you, Smiley?
I don't need it. I'm just teasing. I think it's funny.
You should have one though. I mean, realistically.
I don't think it does.
I could have swore I got you the other day because I remember sitting here and looking at you going, why ain't that fucker got a wrench?
I know I was all jealous. Boom Farm got one.
Well, them guys, they were like the first.
Lexi damn near got one. I was like, damn, man.
Oh, notice Lexi does not have a wrench. I love Lexi dearly, but that kid, you give her some power and fucking, she goes right to her head.
Uh-oh.
We'll all be in timeout.
Keep it up.
All right, help me out here, fucking Smiley. I'm all fucking zipping through chat trying to find you. Type something, damn it.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna type go.
Type go, damn it.
All right, go. I'm not blue. See.
What the
fuck? Everybody's like, what the fuck are we going for? It's funny.
Now I gotta go back through my mod list and see who I modded the other night. All fucking high and shit.
Funny. That's too funny. No, we were trying to give away the seeds, guys. I don't know. I don't even know if he set the timer or not.
I did.
We do have a number anyway, so. And it's Winnie. It's which Cindy 99 times Durban Poison, which sounds killer. I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's a good one. Kind of had a brain fart, kind of fucking spaced on. I gotta go back mode. 4 more seconds. 4 more seconds.
Oh shit.
There it is. There's the cutoff where I said stop.
Oh, you did type it too.
Man, what a low number count is. Everybody leave us or what? 44. Like, fuck that Winnie. Get Winnie out of here.
I only see one fairly close.
6 away. Yeah. I guess the 6 away gets it, right?
Yeah. The other one's past stop, so.
Which was Be Too Crazy. Wait, no, sorry. Bite my tongue. It was DLP 2372.
Yeah.
Number was 53. So DLP 2372. You won a pack of the Winnie, 5 seeds of the Winnie.
It's an interesting name from that. I don't see the correlation, but like Winnie the Pooh, is that? Is he from South Africa? Like, I don't-
It's all right. A lot of strains are like that.
yeah, that's true.
That's an easy off. That's right. Thought I wrote down the wrong person there for a second. That's right. DLP2372. Hit me up on Instagram or eaglegardens1@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to get those off to you.
Oh yeah. I'm jealous.
I'm sure I could get you some of those. You don't have to.
I think he's right around in here in my area actually. So that's cool. They won't be far.
UK ads. 1 to 50. We're you guys are like way off.
At least they're not guessing stuff. People were guessing like crazy stuff. It's like, what? It's funny.
Yeah, I guess we'll save some goodies for tomorrow night. Can't give everything away every night. Let's give me something to mail off, though. Man, my post office, at least me getting packages, I don't know if it's the way I send them. That is, getting it the faster way.
Yeah,
Because the thing I sent out, everybody got like lickety split, but fucking anything that's coming my way, even like shit that Lexi's ordered, isn't just coming, man. We're just getting excuses. It's like it goes down, no problem, but like coming up, they're like, yeah, there's just not enough to go that way. Waiting on like 2 more items, and the truck's gonna pull out of here on like Thursday. Get you. But yeah, I'm still waiting on some fun stuff, but I don't know. My shit seems to go the other way pretty quick. I'll try to get those out tomorrow, if not the next day.
Now I carry authority. I got like a wrench on chat. It's cool.
Does it turn yellow when you type now?
No, it's blue, but I'm somebody now.
Nah. You should have been wrenched. I swear to God, I fucking wrenched you the other day because now I'm curious. Now I gotta go back and look.
Lexi's gonna trade me to get the wrench.
That kid's funny.
I don't like to talk like that. That might make me lose the wrench too. So I'm not gonna partake in any of that. Just got it.
Fucking funny.
Oh.
She's trying to fucking still. I approached her like 4:20 to see if she wanted this laptop. Because remember, it was having problems. Take this shit for what it's worth. Remember, I stated several times that I shouldn't have dropped numbers where I shouldn't have dropped them. And it's funny, my hacks have stopped since I've stopped dropping numbers where I shouldn't have been dropping them. My hack attacks have stopped, coincidentally. Yeah. But I was on my way to buying another fucking computer because of all the bullshit. You know what I mean? And so I approached Lexi. I'm like, man, you want this laptop? I just bought it and shit. I'm thinking I'm going to go buy a fucking gamer tower. And then I'm fucking, because I bought this one for the show. And then it didn't seem like it was enough. And I don't know, it could have been getting hot too. But ever since then, it's sitting on dab things. Little empty dab containers, you know what I mean? It's one in each corner, so there's like airflow underneath it, so it doesn't get hot anymore. And I haven't had, that's one thing it could have been. but I haven't had a problem since. So now all the time she's all like, "Well, you gonna go get that new tower?" Like she's already locked me into it and shit, you know. So already a done deal. I'm like, but it's been running fine. I really don't need one now. But you said.
That is the words of death right there. You had said, Dad. He said. That's too funny.
I was just telling her the other day, man, I love that girl. She is like on point. I said, you honestly need to be a fucking project manager. You would be a most definitely good project manager. I could just see you fucking going around day by day. Yeah, you're setting shit back. You promise. You don't want me getting in trouble. Lexi. Oh my God, I am just joking here. Jeez. Eagle, I want a ranch. You're teaming up against me now, Smiley. I'm gonna time out. I'm gonna time you both out.
Me, I'm trying to make you guys all one big team, and American ones that's got you with 3 separate teams now, not just 2, 3 separate teams. Every time he comes on, he's adding another team.
They're all on the same team.
That's funny though.
Funny.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna finish
funny.
this and probably take off too. It's gonna be 3:20. So there you go.
It's a good place to kill it. An hour early. Give me a little bit of stuff done. I still try to get some fucking sleep.
So a 5-hour show every night was your goal then?
No, it was never the goal.
Now it's the mark though.
Seems to be. You know, I love the second wave. You know, we get that first wave, you know, when the first show comes on, but like right now, come on. 46 people right now? 46 people still hanging out? And I just feel like, you know, anymore, I'm like, man, I love hanging out with them. I feel bad, you know, shutting it down. Even my daughters, I'm smiling. My daughters are like that now. I fucking shut this thing down right now, and they're like fucking walking around the house like fucking zombies and shit. They're like, what are we doing? You shut her down early, you know. We were having fun, chat was going. Now I'm bored.
Some truth to that. That's funny. I just go to bed though. Like that's my bedtime. That's the other difference. What time do you go to bed then, Ego? You stay up till when? Shut this down and you go to trimming and do your
6, 7, sometimes 10. And then I'll usually fall out for on average like 4 or 5 hours, usually closer to 4. 4, and then I'll take a cat nap, you know, sometime midday for about an hour.
Can't do it, man. I gotta get 6 or 7. I mean, I can run on 5 hours, but man, that catches up with me quick nowadays. Used to not. Young guys.
Again, though, you know what's weird is that it's gotten worse since I've eliminated the energy drinks. I've actually felt better with more energy, and I fucking have a harder time actually going to sleep now. Now that I don't drink them.
Yeah, that's my next one I should probably tackle. But I don't drink coffee. You know what I mean? Like that's I don't got any other. I was Mountain Dew hardcore, and you know it's some other one, and then they stopped making it. Kind of in limbo now. They stopped making your favorite drink, and you're like in limbo.
Remember that fucking Jolt Cola? I drank that shit for a while. That fucking double caffeine pop and shit. Never
So
had that shit.
oh, yeah, dude, I remember back that came out when I was in elementary school. I remember that because I was one pop. I was like begging my mom to get us at the store and shit. It's like, no way. But no, I was never a big fan of it. All that shit came back now, man. They were like outlawing it back in the day.
Yeah, they did. Fuckers.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. I'm gonna check out. I'll let you do your sign off thing, and shout out to everybody in chat. Appreciate hanging out. It's always fun.
Chat's fucking funny tonight. I was reading that shit. It was crazy. Thanks for stopping in and helping cover the bases tonight. You know, I appreciate that. If they
Yeah.
didn't notice tonight, my guest did kind of poo-poo out a little bit. No, nothing towards them, but Smiley did step in tonight and help keep the show rolling. So you guys didn't have to sit and just listen to me fucking babble for fucking hours.
No, man, I like it. I want to see it keep going, man. So I think a lot of people do. That's why you see Canna and Sergeant Pepper's jumping in. They want to see it keep going. I think there's a lot of weed nerds that are picking it up, and so, you know what I mean. It's just a cool thing, dude. Either we all get together, we all get to hang out, see people in chat. You know what I mean? Learn something new.
I'm glad you're part of it. That's for sure.
I'm glad
You
to
know, you started out as a guest, but you won your way right in here with this crowd in no time. And I know everybody. It's getting to the point where everybody's looking forward to you popping in just as much as they're looking forward to me popping in. So, you know,
That's cool, man. I appreciate that. It's fun.
you're definitely the when like there. If you haven't been in chat them nights when things have first gone off, you know what I mean. You're usually the first one they call for. If you haven't been in chat, you know, they when the guest goes off and shit, and we start talking, I'm like, yeah, I want to get somebody in. That's always, where's Smiley? Where's Smiley? Hit Smiley. So you know,
Well, I'll always try to jump in, man. I'm available, so yeah. I mean, if I'll listen, I don't mind listening either. That was fun. I liked listening to Tommy the other night. So
oh, yeah. Well, you're always welcome, and hopefully we see you tomorrow night, bro.
cool. Appreciate it. Peace out, everyone.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too, man.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this random panel show that we had tonight. Yeah. Good times. Like I said, we were a little bit short of guests tonight, but Smiley stepped in to save the program. Otherwise, it may have been a quick show. There's so many great people I see in chat. Don't be afraid. Just because I haven't reached out to you guys don't mean in any shape or form that I do not want to talk to you or get you onto this program. Please reach out if you want to be a part of this and you want to reach out and say hi to the community. Get a hold of me. It's that easy. It's really that fucking easy. Other than that, you guys have a great night. I almost didn't do the shout outs. Smiley's Gardens. Thank you. DLP 2372, Aldridge 25. Waltz. I don't even know how to fucking say that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to butcher your name. Hope you come back. Cheers. Cheers back to you. 420. The Dank Grower, Trey Valone. Thank you so much for popping in. UKSIF 420. You're almost here every night. Majestic Marks. Thank you. I'm also interested in talking to you. Mr. Green Pots, you're welcome too. Don't just reach out, guys. That's all you got to do. Johnny Bell, thank you for popping in tonight. What up? What's up in the sun shining here? Where are you from, Johnny Bell? Where's the sun shining at? Who else here? We got Johnny Caniseed, Chefs Al Halalat. Hope I said that right. Mountain Skies, Of course, my beautiful daughters, Courtney, Alexis, and Brittany is not present, but much love to my girls. Dust the shirt. Ooh, 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 ooh. There are rules to date, my girls. Chris Mertz, Mr. No One, thank you very much. Chris, you're always welcome, Mr. Ganja Grower, to pop on these later chats. I don't know how big of a deal that is for you to throw up your Zoom, but I'd love to have you get in on these nightlies. Stephanie B, I owe you some winning packs still. I'll be downstate. That's why I was asking where you were, because I was planning to hit downstate sometime soon. If you're listening, I'll be down that way tomorrow. Aldridge 25, I believe I got you. I can only go so far back, guys. TW, thank you for joining in. Miss D's Nugs, I really enjoy having her in chat. Staple, very knowledgeable lady. She's more than welcome to come on. She says she has nothing to offer to the show, but I know better. Bill Sid, thank you very much for popping in. And I think I got everybody that's been heavy in chat so far, but I'm going all the way back. I don't want to miss anybody. Drop Shot 1, I didn't get him. I'm glad I went back. Who else am I missing here? Mr. Dub T. Roy, I believe that's his Roy. Thank you for popping in. Wab as Soul for Life. Wow, that's a crazy one. Be Too Crazy For You. Thank you for dropping in. It's a pretty cool name, actually. Who else have I got? I just passed one. Blind Cat 420. Thank you for joining in. I haven't seen that name in a couple of days. Ned damn, fucked it up. Ned Denver, thank you for popping in. Resurrection Prophet, I always enjoy seeing your name up there night after night. Everybody else, I didn't see CJ tonight, but shout out to CJ. He's one cool motherfucker. Hopefully he didn't take no regrets to that. Can Grow and the Michigan Grows, the Cheap Home Grown Network. I'm sorry, Can Grow. Be sure to check him out over there on Tuesday nights, and I believe he is on the Sunday night show as well. Be sure to check out both Growing with My Fellow Home Growers, which my cannabis badass Jack Greenstock is on as well. And as while I'm at it, please check out Mrs. Lady Greenstock on the lady panel on 7 o'clock, I believe it is, on Saturday nights on the Cheap Homegrown show. Be sure to check out all that green content they've got going on over there, as well as the Michigan Bros Grow Show. Go check out whatever they got going on over there. And yeah, you guys know the deal. Please reach out and do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do change lives. Weed nerds for life. Yeah, all it takes is one. You'll be convinced. Just do something randomly for somebody, and they'll know. They'll know. Red Setter Farms, brother. Hope you have a great night. Just missed the show, brother. I'm just getting ready to sign off. But yeah, hopefully you guys tune back in tomorrow. We'll be right back at it. Tomorrow, the original Reefer Man will be here. One last plug for him. And yeah, thanks. Thanks, everybody. It means a lot that you guys tune in night after night after night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.